is saturated. NFL, MLB, NHL, and NBA. Worst sports fails. And what is your favorite cheap booze? You dirty sons of bees. Welcome to Butt State Live.
Welcome back, everybody. Another fun-filled edition, boozy-filled edition of Butt State.
We've been drinking. Started drinking.
Since been drinking.
We're late. We don't get.
Daddy was a
My
drunk.
great granddaddy was a pimp.
I wish I was never late. Early. He starts Butt State precisely when he intends to. And
Did you just drop a Lord of the Rings reference?
Those deals.
I know
Those deals.
it was really a reach, and it was.
That was
Lord of
Gandalf.
the Rings, I hate it.
The Grey.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Butt State Show. We are the lowest class of higher learning. Always find us here every Friday night at 10 o'clock if you're not live. We are on the Hamburger House Network and shall be for the foreseeable future, maybe forever.
Possibly in Shelby.
Shelby?
Continue.
Okay, I couldn't even see the bottom of it. But
Then beat the hell out of the sides.
yeah, okay.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
But you see, I couldn't see the bottom. But as always, we're on the Hamburger House Network. Shoot us an email at buttstateshow@gmail.com. We are on Twitter at buttstateshow. Get us on Facebook. Give us a like. Give us a like and subscribe here on YouTube. It counts for a lot more here on the tube. We're trying to build up our subscribers back since Bass Rutin's fucking minions took our kidney in fucking Tijuana. But it's all right. We'll be back. Boys, as always, to my left we have Coach Chris in the Superman shirt. To my right, Coach Matt cracking another can of stout. This is number 2 in about 5 minutes.
It's Murphy's boy.
It goes down like fucking ice cream case. I still haven't even taken my inaugural swig, but I figured I'd wait for the old toast.
We toasting the Murphs?
Well, we have nothing else going.
Oh, we have a lot of stuff.
I mean,
going.
nothing poured.
We got I'm just drinking the Murphs because that's my favorite.
Well, we
booze.
toast with the Murphs.
Well, let's do it.
Let me get your music going, laddie. Take. I like how we just get ready to toast. He's like, I think I take a swig anyway.
Well, that's how you get ready for the toast.
You make sure there's no poison in there, lad.
You can't be drinking on a dry mouth.
Boys, ready? Here we go.
Yes.
May those who love us, and may those who don't love us, may the Lord turn their hearts. And if he can't turn their hearts, may he turn their ankles, so we may know them by their limping. Cheers, boys.
Cheers to Bass Rutin.
Bass.
Our favorite ankle turner.
I like him.
The original ankle turner.
I'm still a fan.
And may Bass Rutin turn their ankles, so we may know them by their wailing.
I take it.
Oh.
Well, it was not as busy of a week as we've had in the past, sports news-wise. But
Still
there's
solid.
a few
It's
nuggets,
good.
a few little things here and there. NFL news.
What do you want to touch?
I don't remember there being too terrible much. I know there's a lot of more speculation going on about this whole Oakland to Vegas thing, and now there's like Robert Kraft is way
Robert
insane.
Kraft signing off.
Yeah, that's usually where he signs off. A lot of their owners will tend to follow, especially when it comes to these kind of decisions.
Yep. Mark Davis still looks like a pumpkin pie haircut.
That we're gonna revisit that, we promise, because we're gonna have to take another look at Mark Davis. That was,
God.
that was
Jesus.
That hairdo is fat.
That whole family is fucking insane.
that might have been the best part of last.
You're like being raised by fucking the Dracula of football, the evil fucking Bram Stoker's Dracula of football.
Like whichever he looked like so many things. Like anything that's ever had a stupid ass like popcorn bowl cut.
He really did have all the worst haircuts all wrapped into one.
Yeah. The Dumb and Dumber picture was pretty close.
Anybody see? Oh my God, Captain Kangaroo. That was the best,
That
dude.
was
The
seal.
Captain Kangaroo.
Oh, God damn it. It was despicable. If you didn't see it, go ahead and check back last week's episode, folks. We were fucking roasting him fucking pretty badly, but it really wasn't even hard. You just look at his hair and you start laughing.
It wasn't. I don't know if it was much a roast. It's just you just put the picture up.
Just
And
blatant
then
observation.
And you just laugh.
If you really wanted to just
not-
kill it like weddings and like, like high school fucking PTA, if you were like a comedian going doing shitty shows like that, if you just had a picture of that, if you could somehow get the copyright,
Just put it
claims.
up. And be like,
Folks,
so
look at
this.
guy. Thank you. Good night. I'm Dan, folks.
Yeah, you'd probably leave to the biggest laugh. Did anybody see the story on Deadspin? About Ronimo getting arrested.
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
He makes very nice pizzas.
But you know all this talk about transgender bathrooms.
Is it Romo? It sounds.
Tony Romo.
What is
I don't know.
transgender bathrooms?
There was a story that got put out, and it started getting passed around on social media that Tony Romo got arrested for using the women's bathroom. It was a joke that Tony Romo's a woman. He's a female.
Oh, that's how he identifies. So he's using that bathroom.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it picked up a lot of steam, and other news sites started posting it, and people were like, "Is this true?" And obviously, it came out it wasn't true, but
really,
it wasn't that funny. Just yeah.
That's the funniest thing in football is that's 90% of the jokes that come out now is like, "Welcome to the NFL's first transgender locker room," and it's like the 49ers locker room or the.
It's almost getting getting comical at the same time. It's incredibly sad. Is that for the second year in a row, the Jacksonville Jaguars first round draft pick. The guy tore his meniscus.
His knee exploded.
Really?
As well.
I didn't even hear that.
Last year, their first round draft pick ripped his knee up, and now it's happened again.
That's pretty weak.
Which leads to the question: what are they drinking down in Jacksonville, Florida?
Yeah, they're sure not getting on the cover of Madden, so it can't be that.
Rob Gronkowski. He's gonna.
But Jacksonville looked like they're steadily on the way to better now. Finally, and they got a decent coach, and they're making smarter draft picks.
And then they got Miles Jack, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like Jacksonville's draft.
I mean,
yeah, that first
OP
couple of days we were just like, Jesus Christ, Gus.
Yeah. No, Jacksonville, I would say. Matter of fact, on this show, or you were trying to say they'll be in the Super Bowl in like 2 years or something like that.
I said 3 to 4.
No,
I don't know
the number. We can check the facts. Dan can pull up the clip.
I think it was like 2 to 4.
You started with a very short number, and
so I said
2
to 4, and then you were held up on the 2, and I just reiterated that I said 4. Well, okay, you can.
Either way, you think
choose.
Jacksonville's winning the Super Bowl in 4
I don't.
years?
We go back. Look, I think I
going
said they.
even going to.
I think
like
I
4
said
years?
they could win the South in 2 to 4 years and be in the playoffs.
You were in the Super Bowl.
I don't think I said they were going to go to the Super Bowl and or win the Super Bowl.
No, we definitely have to do this.
Oh,
you
yeah,
definitely
for sure.
said you're going to it.
If I remember correctly, it was they're going to go to the Super Bowl and get bonked on like the Patriots against the 85 Bears or the Broncos against our.
That perhaps is what he said,
That
but I definitely know he said the Super Bowl.
I think you're both just already too drunk to remember.
Well, at least I could say Tony Romo.
You're both too drunk to fuck.
Too drunk to fuck.
No, let's not.
You don't want to say Dead Kennedy songs?
Jello be off.
He's still out there touring doing spoken word.
He's got to yell that crazy voice at somebody.
Yeah.
Imagine him calling up like if his cable bill is fucked up and his shit gets shut off.
I didn't order HBO.
Hi!
What are you too drunk to work?
What is it with him and the guy from the B-52s? Are they like the same dude?
They just shit together. There's only room for one of us in this town.
Jukebox something!
No, except for one guy is like crazy. One guy's like a lunatic shouting at you on a bus, and then the guy's like a very flamboyantly gay version of that.
But it's the same voice.
Like if you had like a voice lineup, I could pick out
Love Shack.
Love Shack Baby.
Love Shack Baby.
That guy really had no other fucking part in life
Jello Biafra.
to be that guy. Yeah, Biafra died, and they got the guy from the B-52s to take over them on tour.
Just put the fucking clothes on.
Too drunk to fuck.
Yep.
Too drunk to fuck.
Same guy.
A lot of palm claps.
Yeah. Wasn't that him? He was the kind of clap, double clap.
Because he didn't play any instruments, I don't think. I think he was just like...
No, he just wore like pink pants with like candy stripes.
Oh, you can look... I'm pretty sure he had a keytar. I think he held a keytar.
This is part for the new...
We're talking about the dude from the B-52s.
Yeah, no, not Jello Biafra.
Jello Biafra with a keytar.
Our new fancy schmancy butt state browser.
The Dead Kennedys starring Jello Biafra with his keytar.
B-52s are on tour. I bet they're coming to the Emerald Queen.
Oh, everybody goes there.
Everybody goes to Emerald Queen.
Sinbad was there.
Lit's going to be at the Clearwater Casino.
Lit?
Yeah, remember?
Oh. Lit is still around?
Yep. And they're like, this band is famous for selling out.
If I played two songs, could you tell me the difference between Lit and Len?
Last night.
Wasn't there Len?
Len was Steal My Sunshine.
Oh, never mind.
Boom, boom. Steal My Sunshine.
That was them?
That was Len, yes.
Oh, God.
Lit, though, was that...
That was one of your...
Okay.
I woke up in the front yard.
And I...
Jerking off in a sock last night.
Let's see if he's got a guitar. He's in the video.
If you see a faded sign at the side of the road,
He's just driving a car.
Well, that's a music video.
I want to know how it was that, what kind of drugs did they put it on? They saw this shit and they're like, this is my shit.
Well, it was the 80s. It was a different time. And to be
Right.
honest with you, if you got the right
Are we
drugs
gonna
in
get
you,
are we gonna get in trouble
you
for
guys,
this?
if we do,
For
fuck it.
what?
Our video is in our post.
Yeah, for what?
You want to come for us, B-52's guy? We'll take you and Bass Rootin' on.
But we're not.
We're not fighting. Nobody.
Yeah, we're not fighting any battles.
I'll fight the B-52s right now. I'll tell you right now.
Oh yeah, I'll fight that.
I'll
guy.
kill everybody. I'll kill everybody in that band.
Watch that. That guy just whoops Dan's ass. Just something terrible.
You fucked with the wrong guy. Starts putting his hands in glass.
Oh, today it's gonna be an old-fashioned ass whooping.
Then he holds you down and buries his hog in your mouth.
Okay.
I bet you thought I was the bottom.
But I'm a power top.
Okay, I'm done. Yeah.
There's all this. That's the only kind of. Stop it.
I can't.
Shaq D'Amour. I never noticed that. It's French from Love Shack. I don't see his name.
Alright.
A guitar.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. He's holding something.
No, he's not. All right, I thought he played a guitar.
He's so
holding his dick.
flamboyant.
Maybe I'm mixing up.
all his mannerisms.
Maybe I'm mixing up him and the guy from Devo.
Well, they all had guitars in that shit. I don't think there was a single guy in that band that didn't have a guitar.
I had a
Devo.
Devo.
Hold on, I've never. Hold on. Can we? How come nobody knows the drummer from B-52? We just got. They give this guy no credit.
The albino Questlove.
Okay. Yeah. Let's score one for Dan. The albino quest.
Hey, look at there's Michael Astley.
Well,
back there working
albino
the
and I.
keys.
By the way, he looks about like maybe lost 40 pounds.
Yeah.
Did you look like
He's
he's
tiny.
Albino Questlove with fucking full-blown AIDS.
I've just thought about though. I've seen B-52s a million times, like for
In concert.
one stupid live. For one stupid reason or another, I've never seen the drummer. Like, I couldn't tell you what the drummer looks like. Did they? Were the B-52s like secretly like 80s racist? They're like, no, we don't show our light skin drummers. That's fucked up.
Do you think that guy?
I was like,
You
no
think
one
that
should
guy's
have
giving up
done
the
it.
limelight? Her,
She's not giving up shit. Other than what's obvious.
she can take some.
She gives it up and she can take it.
Come on, I said the obvious, and then you
You're going even more obvious. I bet you she's a real fine fuck.
I bet she could suck your dick
She
in your
looks
asshole.
like she gives a good exchange. Okay,
Well, that's
well,
about 5 minutes more
how
B-52s than I thought
are
we were
you-
going to
yeah.
talk about on this show. But hey, that's Bud Stay for you folks. We
That's
follow
what
the
Sweet.
we follow the vein. Sometimes
So-
when you're mining, you find a
So
vein.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
For
What,
that.
what is it? Is this episode? Are we on 19?
I believe this is either 18 or 19. We're not at
we're
full
real
20.
close.
That's
to the
in
big
that's
two.
in proper butt state form.
I don't even know what episode
Okay,
we're
if
on.
you we're gonna fill in the C bubble because
Hey.
that's most often correct.
Hey, when you go to work every day, do you count how many days you've been there? Is it like a jail sentence? Or you're like fucking Tom Hanks on an island, you're scratching every day you've had to do butt state with us into a rock?
No, but like
Because that's not how I treat it, alright, guys?
This is supposed to be like it's supposed to be the other side of that coin, Dan.
You're supposed to commemorate it like a fine
No,
anniversary.
you're supposed to be like, hey, look at this. We're on episode.
We're getting there.
19.
19.
I think it's
I
19.
think it's 19.
I think next week's the big 2-0.
But I think we skipped 12.
What are we going to do about Take Turns 21? Take it out to a titty bar?
Can we periscope from a
Yes
titty
and
bar?
yes.
We should have got some
No.
nice cigars for Bud State turning 18. Because
You pull up a cell phone at a titty. You have been to Portland with
I know.
me. You know if you even hold a cell phone up at a titty bar, you will get thrown out
I say,
You're lucky it doesn't just get snatched.
and stomped on.
I say
by a
for
large man named Maurice.
episode 20, we should
And
should
he's
have a decent.
White with a ponytail, looks like Steven Seagal, but his gut sticks out
Decent what?
further.
We should have a decent.
Decent Steven Seagal with a gut. That's all I heard.
We should have a. I was saying for episode 20, we should wear zoot suits, have a decent bottle of liquor, and smoke cigars the entire show.
If you mind
Can
the
we
suit,
all
sure.
wear Barry Melrose wigs if we're wearing zoot suits?
If we can find Barry Melrose wigs on the cheap,
Can we somehow get a hold of Barry Melrose?
we could just skin a ferret.
We can get Barry Melrose on the show next week, right? Or at least like in the next coming weeks.
I'd love to come work with you boys.
He's from. He coached you, right?
I hear you drink a lot of booze and you talk a little bit of hockey. And
We'd have to get some. We'd have to get some Molson, maybe some Labatt's Blue.
You boys
You know what,
understand a
I
nice
think-
fine
I
pomade.
think Barry Melrose probably drinks all that expensive liquor we just looked at Total Wine that we wouldn't afford. I think Barry Melrose drinks that shit.
And he drinks the
I don't know if he-
80s van
Fine scotch.
80s van art beer.
Does
that
he drink it,
drank
or
that
does he
one time.
absorb it through his head like a series of gills through that fine hair that he's got combed back, like
You know
fucking
what?
Kevin Costner in Waterworld?
Barry Melrose is the coolest guy on television.
He is. I'd be happy to have you snap my ankles in a dimmed out diner.
So, speaking of Barry Melrose, we started with the NFL, which was somehow turned into the B-52s. Should we visit the NHL quickly?
Yeah, the Eastern Conference Finals is really intriguing.
The Eastern Conference Finals have been good. The Western Conference, San Jose just looks like they're just so clearly the better team. Yeah. I mean, I know the Blues won Game 1 and people were impressed by it, but I just don't know. I feel like San Jose is way better.
The Blues came in, I'd say, with a little more momentum, and everyone all the pundits are saying, "Oh my God, the Blues are getting hot at the best time to get hot," and they're showing all the things. Their goaltender's playing out of his fucking mind, and he's basically played like trash most of the season.
Well, oh no, never mind. We all still have Pittsburgh in our brackets. Not that it matters. Me and Matt.
No, the brackets are done. Well. Fuck that. Brackets aren't done. I might come back and win.
There's zero chance it's possible.
Yeah, but I'm not conceding victory to anybody.
You don't have to concede.
So that's what I'm saying. I might come back and win.
Your bracket conceded after the first round of the playoffs. Like, you don't have to concede it for you.
Matt's just gonna be like that Japanese guy that was fighting World War II 40 years late. Yeah, up on a mountain with a bunch of supplies. Like, it is not over until Emperor tells me it is over.
Isn't that true statement? Didn't someone come out of the fucking...
That happened. Yeah, that happened. That actually happens in an Archer episode.
It was like 1990.
You guys see this shit.
Archer makes a reference to it.
Archer makes a reference to every guy.
Yes, I was about to say they're just references.
You're gonna like that show so much.
Well, you gotta commend you that you stuck with your team throughout the playoffs, even though you deep down knew it probably wasn't the best pick.
Well, Tampa Bay, they knocked us out of the playoffs last year.
As soon as you clicked save on that bracket, you knew that you were just warming your pace up.
Oh shit! For a pie. Tampa Bay might be going to the Cup. They beat Pittsburgh tonight, so that series knotted back up at 2-2. San Jose's got a 2-1 lead. They play tomorrow night. See where that series goes.
I think San Jose is about to go up 3-1. And it's all over but the crying.
Yeah.
That big wacky shark starts skating around again.
Well, it's
all over.
On the NHL Network the other day, they had the top 10 toughest places to play, and I don't know what it was ranked, but San Jose was on there because it's just crazy. That they showed it too, and that place is sold out every night. That place is sold out almost all through the regular season. Huh. They just pack, and they're saying it's weird because especially for like Canadian teams, they come down and play this team, and it's like it's not even on the West Coast. You know what I mean? Where the beach hockey's played. It's like San Jose's inland a little bit, and it's this weird hot weather town where you'd think they wouldn't even enjoy hockey, and these people just come out and put butts in seats every night and go ape shit crazy for their hockey team. And I guess the place is built real kind of tall like this. Yeah. So it's like the whole crowd's just on top of you. No, I'm tapped.
I know just how you described it was funny to me.
Well, how else would you describe it?
Built all tall like this, like where it went upwards.
Well,
vertically such.
Nobody sounded like Toby Keith.
Now listen here.
You my dick such.
Sometimes you build a building, you do it wide, like my dick. Sometimes you build it tall, like my dick.
Have you seen Toby Keith's dick?
Several times. Has Toby Keith seen Toby Keith's dick? Sure.
Not recently.
Not since about my high school days. I had a few too many T-bones and ribeyes.
I don't know. We've fallen off.
Can you fall off if you never got on? Can you lose what you never have?
Your Toby Keith is pretty solid.
Can you go someplace you never left?
So,
well, you get any more NHL stuff?
I mean, I think it's pretty much just let's wait for this pie and Pat liquor shots to happen. So, Dan, you can start thinking about this. What are we going to be drinking?
Yeah.
Well,
and did we say it was 2? We'll have to go back and check. But was it 2 or was it 3 shots?
I believe it's a Mellow Dog.
Might be
and
3.
then a drink of choice. Of the
no, we said it on the show. We have to go back and actually check the archives on this.
Check the archives.
I believe it was 2 shots plus a pie made of nair in the face.
A butt chug. Colt 45.
Whoever has the lowest point total gets a pie tin full of nair. The other guy gets whipped cream light. We're watching our figures. I can't have full flavored whipped cream right now.
These fucking notes are great, by the way. I keep seeing funny shit just on its own, out of context. Fuck bastard with a hippo dick.
How about we jump to the NBA? Because there's... I'm ready to get upset.
Uh-oh. I wish I had an audio bite for Coach Matt's going on a rant.
No, I'm not going to go on a rant. I'm going to stop myself from that. But
Be the big boss man music.
Dr. Death.
They've got to do. The NBA needs to step the fuck up and fix this problem. First of all, the Eastern Conference. Are you fucking kidding me? You got the Cavs in the Eastern Conference Finals right now, playing Toronto and just beating the dog shit out of them. It's not even a series.
Not even close.
Are they supposed to orchestrate the series so it comes out a certain way, or?
No, but I mean, look at all the other sports. They're able to have parity, and by the time you're talking about a conference finals, you've got 2 good teams in there.
Oh yeah.
You don't have one trash team.
We did talk about this a couple weeks ago. We were like, we need to change the lottery. This whole thing is
Right.
the draft is fucked,
Right.
and
So either way,
NBA parity is still fucked.
right. So, but however, on the other side, on the Western Conference, that shit's been entertaining.
Yeah.
You got nothing but good, entertaining basketball.
It actually looks
going
like
on.
there's a team that could knock off Golden State.
Yes, that was the thing.
Fuck
People
that.
were,
Did you see Steph last?
Yeah, I
Did you
know.
see that shit?
But now they're going back to. I mean,
Everybody-
Oklahoma's going home.
So what?
Well, if you were to say,
Yeah,
like,
maybe if they were going home to Seattle, they might have some kind of home court advantage. Okay, but since they're going home to Oklahoma City, nobody gives a fuck.
Cornbread
I'm going
time.
to stand by that, whether it's true or not. Fuck that.
well, they're all a bunch of inbred.
Okay,
But
but
at Section 125, it's a free
and
slice of
I'm going
cornbread.
to say this for the regular season. Seattle, everybody, we really need to let go. Like, that's not our team anymore. If we're going to get the Sonics back, it's going to be a completely different team. We need to let that shit go. You can't just hate the Thunder all the time.
Never.
However,
I hate them forever.
well, that's whatever. But
Right now is the time to
right
hate
when they get close to winning titles, everybody can go ahead and hate them
Yeah.
again because it's not okay for them to win a title
yeah.
with the guys we drafted.
Yes.
And I'm just glad there's people on ESPN still that
Remind everybody.
people on a regular basis that this was a team Seattle drafted. Where,
Kenny Mayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this great photo of the 1990 Oklahoma City Thunder.
And,
all wearing Sonics uniforms. I was like, you fucking assholes.
And
How many of these are we going to post?
You've seen the commercial with John Butchergross's desk in the back, and he's got the Sonics logo and with the when it says "robbed" underneath. So we
John
appreciate
Butchergross.
ESPN still showing
Right.
love to Seattle.
Fucking,
But
you guys seen it?
Kenny Mayne, John Butchergross, and God damn it, Chris Berman. Chris
Right.
Berman's a Seattle
Always,
fan.
yeah. But before we get off this, because
Yeah.
I know we will, but I'm interested now in what you said. Do you think the Thunder can win this series?
I think it's possible. I think the fact that they went into Golden State and they got a split, like that's what you need to do.
I like right here on
That's how you
here on
start.
Bud State Live for the fans, for the loving viewers. Let's make a bet right now, because fuck that. Golden State is not going to let that happen.
No, I didn't say.
Steph's not letting. Oh, see, you don't want to make bets.
You
You
said
don't want to make bets. You're excited about the Thunder.
You said, "Do you think the Thunder can win?" I said, "Yes." You didn't say,
Oh, sorry.
Will
Do
you
you think?
bet?
Sorry. Do you think they will win?
"Do you think I will win?" No. If I had to confidently bet on it, no.
Oh, damn it. I got excited for a second.
I did too. I thought we had another
I'll
bet.
confidently bet that I think Cleveland's going to do it this year.
Go all the way.
Cleveland's going to win the championship.
I think I
Over
can
Golden
bet on
State.
that.
Ooh.
I'll give
See, now
you.
we got-
I'll
we
give.
got
I'll
some
give you the
payoffs,
West.
too.
I'll
We got
give you
some,
the
we
West.
got
I
some
mean,
teams.
obviously we know
You
Cleveland's
do
going.
realize you're getting excited about them beating fucking nobody.
No,
they
I'm
beat
getting-
Atlanta, and they're beating Toronto. They beat horse shit.
No, what I'm
opponents.
getting
You
excited
see them in
about
the regular season when they had to play
is
the
that
Warriors?
Kevin Love is playing like he is capable of playing. LeBron looks youthful.
Man, nobody cared about that cracker.
LeBron looks youthful.
Thank you. Petey Green.
LeBron's running around with fresh
That was funny,
legs.
too. I don't know if he did.
LeBron's
We
laughing.
should watch Petey Green.
LeBron's laughing, having a good time like he did when he was in Miami. LeBron looks like the most dominant player in the NBA again. I think,
Hold on.
I think
Hold on.
Cleveland's
No,
gonna
no,
do
I
it.
gotta. No, we're going in on this.
Before we go any further, though, put your nuts in the line, boys. We got a couple weeks before this really fucking gets close to even being a
You
reality.
can take the field.
If-
I'll take Cleveland.
If this ends up being the finals,
So I'm
lineup,
giving you three teams,
your
even
bet.
though it's pretty much over in the Western Conference. But you technically still have Toronto if they pull
You know,
off a
and
miracle.
so here's the problem. I'm just so superstitious. I feel like if I bet against Cleveland, that's the only way they could ever win.
Don't you want to see Cleveland win?
No.
Just for the city's sake.
No.
Just for the sake of the
No.
city.
we got,
I do.
We got some powerful
No.
Butt State magic
I
though
do.
with this.
I want to see Cleveland win and anything else.
the way we've turned the Mariners around. I think if we start adding this bet into this Butt State magic.
Oh, don't! You're gonna take us down the Mariners road.
Yeah,
Let's
we're
stick.
that's
we're
a
that.
long road.
We're sticking on the conference finals of the
Because
NBA.
Dave goes out there. And
I think you guys should make a bet, man. We would need more bets in the show.
Yeah, but well, so okay. Fuck it. Let's do it right now.
What are
I'm
we
saying
betting?
I'm taking the field.
Okay, and
Well,
I'll
we'll
take-
discuss
So
the.
you're taking the bets, now you take the stakes.
I like how that was behind
Nobody
here,
saw the
so
shake.
we never
So,
had.
they both just grabbed my dick, so you guys can see. It's always a full staff just right below the top of this level of the laptop.
Every show.
Every show, you guys
Dan
are
the
really-
Dean is sitting here fully torched, ready to crank down.
Guys, I get really excited when I sit in this chair. I just gotta
It's
say,
Butt State Live. How could you not?
yeah. As
So-
soon as I wake up in the morning, I'm just walking around with my towel hanging off like it's a fucking.
So bets.
So yeah.
So-
So what are the stakes? You guys are already.
I got
taking pies in the
Cleveland. You
face.
got the field.
First of all, I want to revisit what you just said though. LeBron is the most dominant player in the NBA again. Are you fucking sure about that?
He's looking incredibly good, man.
What? Right? Yeah.
He looks
way
like he's got
stats.
fresh legs.
Way
He
better
looks
than
like he's
Steph Curry.
enjoying playing the game.
way better
again.
than the guy that's like setting records every time he plays.
He's first in everything.
I'm not saying he looks like. I'm saying he looks like the most physically dominant player in the NBA right now.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So you went from,
physically, what do you mean? Because he's running people over
you went from he's the
better
best
than
player,
Steph Curry?
now he's
or
just
like,
Patrick Ewing.
He's getting on he's getting on his magic carpet on a regular basis and riding.
Oh, like Steppenwolf.
okay. Seriously.
You don't know what.
Steph Curry is just, he's walking out creating magic.
Steppenwolf is a character from the DC universe. He's an evil alien.
was
We've
bit
touched
off-
comics, everybody. I apologize.
Stephen Curry
There we-
Wolf.
There we go. There we go.
I like the way the Cavs are playing, man. I think they can hang. Last year, the Cavaliers going into
But
that,
either,
into
I
the
don't even
finals.
hold on. I don't even want to go to the teams yet. I want to focus still on what you're saying. How could you possibly say anybody other than Steph Curry right now is the most dominant player in the NBA? The guy, he looks at this point like he could walk out and start
He is.
throwing up finger rolls from the 3-point line and making them. Like,
dude.
he just shoot them granny style, and they're gonna go in.
Because he still
Watching him
doesn't.
in fucking
LeBron
shooting
still
practice
can shoot.
is so
LeBron
ridiculous.
can still shoot, but he also.
Can he?
Can he shoot jumpers from the
Is he
fucking
that?
logo?
Yeah, seriously.
He's not-
That's what Steph's doing.
And sometimes even shooting him like this, like he doesn't
Standing
fucking-
jumpers. Yeah, he's doing.
Like he doesn't follow
Granny
through. He just
throws.
flicks them out.
So we're saying the only
Oh, did that
criteria,
go in? My bad.
the only criteria
swish.
in this
He
is
turns around before the ball goes in.
so we're saying the only
That's
criteria
fucked up.
the only criteria in this is to be the best shooter to make you the best
Is
player.
oh yeah, because Steph's just the best shooter. He's not the best assist man. He doesn't drive the lane better than anybody and then kick it with the whole defense on him. What the fuck are you talking
Most
about?
I'm
points
saying
on
LeBron can
turnovers.
shoot. LeBron is wrecking shop in the paint. Like
In,
the guy can
against
still,
Toronto,
okay, but that's who they're going up against. That's
bro.
what
I
that's
will
our
play
measuring stick.
Toronto. I will suit up and play for Cleveland against Toronto next week, and I will get 8 points.
That's
I swear to God.
Erroneous on both counts.
I will get 8 points
Erroneous.
against Toronto next
Erroneous
week.
on both
I
counts.
swear to God.
You will not.
I will.
They're all gonna be from the line.
I will
but he's gonna
find
get
8
them.
points. I swear to you.
You better
playing
hope you
Toronto.
can draw 12
Yeah.
fouls.
You
He's-
better hope your smart ass my hook shot doesn't go in.
I think your hook shot is getting swatted into the 15th row.
That's
every
how
time.
I have short Mick arms. That's why I have a hook shot, because everybody can swat me.
You
I
know,
learned a long time ago how to let
Muggsy-
that bitch go
Muggsy
and
Bogues
teardrop it from the side, Kareem style.
Yes.
But not with Kareem's
Yeah,
arms.
okay,
with
well,
short
yeah,
Mick
sure,
arms.
cool. Your hook shot was tight when we were playing at Honeydew. Guess what? we're all 6 foot and under. You're talking about playing.
No, I understand, but I'm just saying, Toronto sucks. I'll get 8 points.
All right. So what are your stakes?
You're not just-
What's your stakes, boys? Come on.
I could get fouled enough to get 8 points.
I don't trust your shot from the line. I think you're.
I can make free throws.
He shoots a grandma style. It's really solid.
Shoot him granny style. That's how he does it every time.
Don't fuck with him, man. So what's your stakes then? We've agreed that you guys have picked your horses.
Shit in Ann Arbor. 'Cause
Now it's
that's
time
where
to put
you
some
were.
money into the fucking teller's hands because
$700.
Okay, it's a good starting bet. How about what do you got as a counter offer?
I'm not going.
$5.
Okay, we'll go.
Okay, somewhere between $700 and $5.
Steph could like blow his knee out tomorrow, and I'm not losing $700 over that shit.
What about $700 in Chuck E. Cheese?
In the
coins?
Vole's blood, dreams of Vole's blood.
Vole's blood.
Yeah, no, it's another
Fucking
Archer.
Archer thing, of course.
Oh,
Anytime it's weird, it sounds like it's like some sort of Edgar Allan Poe lyrics.
we
Something
grab
from
another-
3 centuries ago.
grab
They got
another
everything.
Murphy.
They got everything.
Did he open up his snuff snifter?
Here, finish that one.
Here, put this in your belly.
I
Is
don't
it?
know, man. Stinks. I guess.
Well, we obviously on this show we incorporate liquor into most things.
Yes, absolutely.
So how about a Boilermaker?
Okay.
How about a Boilermaker with For those of you at home, Boilermaker is a shot of whiskey dropped into a big old glass of beer.
Like a
So how
rye or something
about
to
a Boilermaker with
Don't point dick
how
in
about
it first.
an American whiskey?
George Dickel.
No, that's too good. We gotta get something bad.
I'm out of Cuddy Sark.
Worse than that.
No, yeah, worse than
Is
that.
there anything
We
worse
need,
than Cuddy?
Yeah, like that shit you were looking at Total Wine.
Oh wait, what did we have? What were we drinking that Dan was really?
Oh.
The McNaughtons.
How about we just do like?
So there's probably worse than
No, 'cause
McNaughton's.
we don't want to buy any. Of that
Go to like
shit.
Canadian Mist.
Oh, Canadian Hunter.
Ooh, we get Jack Daniels. We both hate that
Oh.
Sour mash it.
What if we just have to drink a fifth of
Bottle
Jack
of bean.
Daniels on the
shit.
show?
What, like fucking
Shoot
John
us.
Belushi?
No, you don't have to.
They took the bar!
You don't have to chug it.
First of all, I'm not drinking a fifth of anything.
Nice sipping Jim
By
Beam.
myself in here. Now, see, why are you pouring that like an ass again? I told you not like that.
I got a waterfall going, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but not like it's supposed to.
I don't know what you're talking about, Teddy Roosevelt.
It's not how it's supposed to.
Oh. You really should grow like a Teddy Roosevelt mustache and get a monocle. It'd be really
Huh?
cool. Start wearing a Rough Rider's hat and wear those leather gloves. Like
So I could hang out with DMX but
No.
like 100 years ago.
not that Rough Rider.
No, if you're wearing a Rough Rider hat in this area with a monocle, you're probably hanging out on Capitol Hill. I don't know if DMX is bringing you into his crew.
Probably not.
Actually, I don't know if anybody's getting into DMX's crew right now.
Hey, give me that gay Teddy Roosevelt.
DMX is on a
If-
one-man spiritual journey to fucking
If you're
nowhere.
still with us, bless you.
Bless his Lord Dickens. All the singers in the choir.
Okay, so we'll have to table
Jesus
this.
Christ, I brought us here today.
We'll think about the bets, come up with something by the end of the show. Because
Yeah, if you got some ideas, folks, send us.
I do like, or do we just stick with the Boilermaker, man? A dirty Boilermaker.
Yeah, no, a dirty Boilermaker, and we use a shitty whiskey,
Put like a
and
rye
we
egg in
use
it or
like a what beer do we both really not like?
Budweiser.
We get an IPA,
Do
Or
it.
an
of some kind.
An IPA would be harder.
guys
Budweiser
have-
would actually be easy.
Yeah, let's do IPAs.
We got a ton sitting in that fridge because we don't
Yeah,
fucking
we
like
can
them.
pick there. We can pick them out of there. We'll get IPAs and we'll get shitty, awful
Okay.
American style one time through the shit can whiskey.
So write that down. IPA Boilermakers. I got Cleveland.
Oh, I'm
Pat's
gonna
got the
hate that
field.
so much.
If you lose.
See, you already know you're gonna lose.
No, I'm not gonna lose.
gonna lose now.
Fucking LeBron. The Eastern Conference is not gonna win. No.
Dude, I think they're gonna.
Yeah, well,
Well, that's. Anything
Okay.
else in the NBA?
Well, not now.
not now. Now we've got that settled.
Well, then that leaves us only one
Prick's gonna be
sport.
drinking some nasty shit.
And it's the best thing going in this fucking fine state of ours right now. Hell, it's the best thing going in the fucking whole AL West.
Day ho.
Oh yeah, he
Smart
pulled
guy.
out another
And he
one
did
today.
something like this when he. I didn't see
There
it.
was if you watch the game, there was a quick glimpse at Dejo after his RBI single, and it was
Saw
just with this big ass smile on his face. He looked like a really happy toddler that took a relieving dump.
Yeah,
Like that's.
gut swinging.
He might have.
Hmm?
He swung that hard.
Oh man! Right when they pinch hit for Dejo, pinch hit. It was good. Pinch hit for Dejo. I knew immediately. I was like, okay, he's gonna do this. 2 outs with the bases juiced. He didn't try too hard. He didn't try to grand salami time. He just hit it the other
No,
way.
man, just took the pitch where. Just say so many times, man.
Go
Just
ahead,
take
run
the
the
pitch
shift
where the
on me.
pitch is taken. Yeah, outside corner, just flop it over the second baseman's head. And is it not nice just to have a lineup where your two power hitters and Cruz and Seager can strike out, and then you're still like, you know what, we still got a chance with 2 outs.
We still have another guy that we can bring up at any time. He might just jack one out.
Yeah, I mean,
It's first of all, and it's Cano, Cruz, Seager,
right.
right? But now you have Dejo, and occasionally Lind.
He's going to smack him a few
He's
times. Yeah.
jacking him. Oh, and Seth Smith, who he's not been hitting awesome lately, but the guy is the professional hitter, is what they always call him. That guy walks up
And
and
Ionetta-
smacks
Well,
himself
yeah,
with
where's
the
mine?
hair.
Ionetta as a catcher has been.
But he's been okay.
Where's
He's
Martin's
been,
bat? He's the
Martin's got
Martin,
sneaky.
man.
Martin.
He's got sneaky
Leonis
ability.
Martin. He's got he's hanging out.
Bunts a
Where does
lot.
Lou Rawls bat?
Bunts a lot. He slaps the ball. But then when you think he's just going to be, you know what I mean, a small ball player, then he hits a home
He
run.
shits one out to give you that extra cushion.
That man, that's
There's a lot of poop talk here tonight, boys.
this. You know what?
A lot of poop.
The Mariners are a good show this year, and that's all I ask for. I've gone 15 years of the Mariners sucking dick for quarters. Okay,
Are we
so
there?
it's
Are we
not-
at the? Because I've been hesitant. Because I've been asked. Like, are you at the point yet to say they're a good team? Like, this team's for real?
I think we went
I
to
mean,
the All-Star
so
break
far
at least.
so good is
Yeah.
what I can say. I can only judge on what they're doing this season, and this season they look pretty fucking solid.
It's hard.
They're the
to-
best road team in baseball.
Yeah. It's hard not to be that.
Oh, would I be shocked
That
if they
glass
fall
half
off
full.
and things go bad? No, I won't be shocked. It's the fucking Mariners.
Like, after we.
But right now, you look at all the pieces of that puzzle. That's the thing. When I think back to all these last 15 fucking years, when I was paying attention for a while, I wouldn't even look at the games because I was like, "Fuck them." After 2001, fuck 'em. I gave away a lot of my old Mariners shit.
So
But-
I guess the next step is we were talking about this before, and since the last time we talked about this, and we asked if the Mariners were even going to be a 500 team.
The
let
next
alone in
step would
first
have been
place.
letting him finish his point.
No. No. My point wasn't even important. Keep going.
But what I'm saying is the next big hurdle for any team is making it to that All-Star break, with whatever momentum or trajectory
Right.
intact, right?
Just
That's
be
usually
there.
And it looks like we're going to do it because it's not that far away.
How confident, I guess, what I say is the next question is in these boys being where they are right now in the division standings at that time. How
In
confident you guys
first?
think it's going to be first place at the All-Star break?
And
I
the
think
All-Star
it-
break starts exactly
It's like
when?
early July.
So we're about a month.
About a month.
About a
So,
month and a half
okay,
out.
I'm pretty confident in that, and I'll say it for what was my last point. I'll bring that full circle. This is the first team you've been able to look and see that many pieces on the team that were reliable in your mind.
Right.
Like in the last, 15 years, there's always a couple of guys that you know are going to show up every night. But then there's a bunch of other guys that are question marks. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Now, of course, it's still baseball. Everybody strikes out, everybody has bad nights, blah, blah, blah. But for the most part, everybody on the fucking team is a solid player.
Yeah.
And you feel like he is fairly reliable most of the time, which is all you ask of baseball players, right? Be fairly reliable most of the fucking time. That's baseball in a nutshell.
Oh, yeah, right now-
Big, long-ass marathon.
Yeah, in baseball right now, like the gold standards, like we need you to be good at the plate 28% of the time.
Right.
If you're a 280 hitter,
Oh, baseball's the
in
only
today's
fucking
major
sport in the
yeah.
world where you can fail 3 times out of you fail 7 times out of 10, and that is
You're an
awesome.
all-star.
Yeah, you're damn good.
He's damn.
And I guess
good
the
at it,
thing
too.
that's got to give you a good hope coming in when it starts warming up everywhere in the summer months is we have Seager and Cruz really haven't started putting on their show yet.
Right.
You know Seager's going to come out of it.
Cruz has started to. He's starting to warm up. You can tell.
Right, but you can tell that the ball's not coming off his
Seager,
bat.
you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Seager, because I know you watch every Friday. Seager, you are sucking ass. I don't like watching you strike out looking.
Well, that was
No, come on. You said it. There was 2 balls.
No, tonight was awful, and But what I'm saying is, like, he sucked ass in that situation. But you remember, in the last month, he was hitting 174. He's raised his average by 126 points.
Well, that's all fine and good, but he still watched the 2 fastballs come right down the pipe, and he just
did.
looked at him.
And he walked away from that third strike knowing
Yeah, it's
damn
like, oh,
well
fuck,
he
I
just
struck out.
fucked up.
I knew
It still
it.
doesn't mean he's batting like 400 to try to bring his shit up anywhere close to its 3.
No.
If he's
I think
batting-
he's at 254 though, and with the guy's an all-star caliber third baseman. So you know that average is going to flirt with 300 by the end of the year.
Yeah.
He's going to be in
Probably
that.
so.
I think he'll end up in that 270 to 290 range, which again, like 280 hitter right now is a good hitter in baseball. Like gone are the days of like the 90s where we had like Edgar and Tino hitting 350,
Yeah.
360.
Griff.
Like you don't see that anymore. Like
Yeah.
batting champions now are hitting 320 to 330. Like the pitching has gotten better and the
Right.
batting has equaled out. So 280. If
They're
Seager's
very
hitting
off the
around
juice.
280, yeah.
And that too.
Which
They're
again,
off the
if I was
juice.
the commissioner of baseball, juice would be legal
At least one juice player.
No.
and mandatory.
Mandatory, yeah. Not legal. You better be juicing.
Your designated hitter is a designated juicer.
Except for Dejo.
Deho
Well,
can't
he's supposed to do whatever he's doing.
If
right
Deho got buff, he'd probably suck.
Yeah.
If he was
wouldn't
just
be
some
good anymore.
big jacked Korean,
No,
then
he's gotta look.
man.
He's gotta look like Deho.
He's like Weapon X, though, man. Just think about that potential. If you put him on like a couple cycles, that
No,
big,
see,
big frame.
I think he
fucking
would
jacked up.
I think he'd just get fatter. He just
Ah, yeah,
because
he
he
just-
wouldn't lift with it. He'd just take the roids.
What do you mean I have to do more than eat the protein?
I watched Deho one
Like how the
time,
Korean
and that
guy's
was the
Japanese right now.
that was the biggest Chinaman I'd ever seen hit a home run in
Okay.
Korea.
Fuck are you?
Don't.
It was a basket
I
reference.
know. I understand.
So Matt is confident they're going to be first at the All-Star break. What'd you say? Do you think
I
they're
would
gonna be
think
first?
if-
I would say first or second.
Yeah,
Just for the record.
I will say by the All-Star break, I feel
But I don't
confident
think
saying that they're
they're
going
just
to be
going to
in
fall off.
playoff
by then. I
contention.
think they're going to play good baseball
whether
for
that's
next month.
whether that's their
First place, though.
Well, like a
Yes or no?
firm.
Yes or no? First place by All-Star break.
I'd say I'm like
I'll give you that.
60,
Fuck it, if you're
40.
going to do that to me.
I'd
You
say
just, you
60.
just said yes or no.
Yes,
Rick, you can't
yes,
do that.
yes. Then I'd lead more to yes than I would no, because I think you got two guys in the lineup that haven't hit their stride yet, in
Right.
Cruz and Seager. And if
Right.
they get hot and Cano stays hot, it's gonna be a
Right.
dangerous fucking lineup.
Yeah.
And goddamn, man, like watching it tonight, man. Like just thinking back a year ago, if we were sitting watching a game and it was 3-0, I'm turning that game off because I have zero confidence the Mariners can even make it close.
But you know last year, are you kidding me? On the low scoring games, that's when it'd always be like 3-2 all the way to the ninth.
Yeah, then
And then all of a sudden they'd shit out and lose 5-2.
Right. But like tonight, it was 3-0 in the fifth. Last year, if we
Yeah.
didn't have a
Oh,
run
yeah,
by
yeah.
the fifth,
Yeah, I
I'm
agree.
tuning out.
I agree.
I'm not watching
I'm
that.
done.
If we got but
I agree.
it's a team that where you feel confident in the later innings. Like if this thing is within a couple runs, man, they
Unless they're playing at home. And then you're like, I don't know what's going to happen.
well, the last two.
What's C-Shack doing? Is he
the
gonna-
last two home stands? The home stand previously they went 5-2, and then they went 3-3. And like we said at the beginning of the year, man, the way this team is structured, split your games at home and win on the road. Like if
That's kinda what they're doing, yeah.
If that's their formula, then go
Fuck
for it.
Yeah, it works.
It all comes out in the wash, boys. It all comes out in the wash.
So I mean, they're a fun
So-
team to watch.
Is Deho
Damn.
going to be an all-star?
Probably not,
Not this year.
That's a travesty.
because he's a
He's got 1 month.
he's
to
a
fucking convince
partial.
The league
He's a
that the
halftime.
best.
This is DH, man.
Yeah, but he only plays half the season. I mean, he only plays half the games, if that. And he's
What
got
are you talking about? He's played almost every game.
No, I'm saying him and Lynn have split at bats, so he's getting half of the playing time as a normal first baseman.
No, because when he's not playing first, he's a DH. He's batting almost every game.
No, that's how you see Seth Smith in the game, because Seth Smith is playing. That means Cruz is DHing. You got Aoki out in left field, and you got Martin in center.
Yeah, okay.
And then when
all
Seth
right.
Smith plays,
But I think he's playing more than half.
No, he's not.
Well, then why is he always playing when I watch the fucking game?
Because they like his matchup against any lefty. So late in the games, if a left-handed reliever comes in, Lynn's getting the hook, and that's why you see Deho coming in.
Fuck Lynn. Bring Deho in.
Man, Lynn is a career hitter, man. The guy is a good hitter. He's going to come around too. You can't just shit on Lynn. Lynn jump jacked a 3-run home run the other day to help us win that series in Baltimore.
Lynn chews tobacco and listens to country music. Fucking.
I chew tobacco.
Yeah.
Mean anything. I don't listen to country.
Yeah, you can't do both. You got to pick one.
You can pick one. All right, well.
But no,
It's almost the other way around. You have to do both.
yeah. Deho.
Where's
is-
your
not
Toby
true.
Keith albums?
Deho's
We know
way
what you're all
cooler.
about.
Well, okay, so you have to smoke Pall Malls and listen to fucking Motorhead.
Okay.
All right.
Do you have any Motorhead? I think Lemmy's cool.
I'd rather listen to Motorhead than any country, that's true.
Drinking that McNuttons. It gets you faded.
If you like to gamble.
McNuttons and Murphy's, it's all the same to me.
How drunk would you have to be to make
Just say
fucking
that,
Murphy's
say that.
and be like, dude, Murphy's and McNaughton's taste exactly the same.
I'm really drunk.
All right.
Really drunk.
So, quick synopsis. Football has no news. Basketball is quality on the west side. Hockey is pretty solid on both sides. We're excited for the Stanley Cup at this point.
Yeah.
And are we missing?
No, we're happy baseball fans, and
We're happy baseball fans because things are going well.
Hell yeah!
So good for all the major sports. Now, let's start talking some highlight.
Yeah, sure. Matt, I suppose you'll be taking the wheel for this one. I know that there's a lot of hurling.
No,
of
all
spheres.
seriousness though, I believe it's time for booze, right?
Yes.
We got booze news.
Let's do it.
Booze news.
Hey,
Next week we'll have a nice graphic up here.
don't forget about
We'll switch to the
Booze news.
Booze song.
So what do we have? The
On
Malloys?
Butt
Is
State.
that how you say it? Malloy?
Looks like it. I'm Malloy.
Malloy? So this is, what do we,
yes, it's time for the booze news.
Booze the booze.
this isn't an English beer. Or,
No, but it's the English song that we always
that's
put
true.
on when we review the liquor,
Good sir.
as if we were highbrow, fine.
Matt's saying it as if we were highbrow instead of white brow.
Matt has no brow. What are the levels
Have you
again?
drank your juice?
We have the Canadian, we have the Hunter Club, we have the Hunter level, the Club level.
I will go over this one more time.
Club goes
I-
is above the Hunter, but it's below the
Hunter,
Jameson.
Club, Jameson,
Jameson level.
Ardbeg.
Okay, so this is on the Jameson level. This is a $21 bottle.
This was a Jameson level, but it was on sale for 21.
Right, so they would keep it on the Jameson level.
Yes. Yeah, no, I'm just saying, it was, we don't want to tell the people it's a $21 bottle and they go out and get pissed because it's like 28.
Well, if you want to run down to Total
Go
Wine right
just
now.
lift from your grandmother's purse. By the way, when you were talking earlier about how to know what time Butt State is on, you also can ask your grandmothers. 'Cause they'll know.
That's when she retires to her bedroom and says, "Don't come in here for about 2 or 3 hours."
Do we have any more tubes of petroleum jelly?
She slaps it.
She blows it in a caulking gun. Just fucking.
You know, it's dry as a bone down there.
I like to get in there and frost it like a cake.
Why is she an old British woman?
Because she likes our nice
Oh,
music.
you know, I like watching Butt State on the booze news.
We're trying to be
my
diverse.
favorite
Reviews.
segment. It's my favorite segment.
We're trying to be diverse. For the first time, she wasn't an old Jewish
See
lady.
how many fingers I can put in my bum.
Okay.
I almost just spit. I
Everybody-
almost spit Murphy all
Every time
over
he was
the
like,
Okay, so we're drinking the Malloy. This is your Jameson Shelf whiskey. Coming out, a product of Ireland.
coming straight out of Ireland. Crazy motherfucker named Malloy.
Aged in oak barrels for at least 3 years.
All right.
Irish tradition and fine craftsmanship have produced an elegant single malt whiskey with unique flavors that capture the palate.
Why can't it be exactly 3 years? I don't like that willy-nilly shit. They just leave it around for 3 years.
Let's say at least 3 years.
You're like, well, we don't know exactly. At least 3.
But that's
You might be sitting around for a bit.
Anything past 3 is a bonus.
Oh, you gonna want some bonus months? You're gonna cry about it.
Product of
What, 3
Ireland.
years and 2 months? You fucking sap.
You know we're drinking this stuff. You think we're right on top of it?
You're just gonna bush hug it anyway, you fucking yank. Put it in your bumhole like your grandma.
You're just gonna drink some citrus energy drink after.
No, Robbie, relax. This comes out of Princeton, Minnesota.
Princeton, Minnesota. Well, that's cool. Let's drink it.
Princeton, Minnesota.
Robbie.
So we're having Malloy's tonight
Malaise.
after my Murphy's.
General Malaise.
I'm just gonna pour it. Oh!
My lap.
You know what I just realized? We should be flying like an Irish flag behind it. This is a straight Irish liquor night. We're
Yeah.
drinking Irish beer and Irish liquor.
We kind
Go
of,
home and put hands
Well,
on
we
my
stay
wife.
in that area frequently, but
according to Bevmo, we stay in the Emerald Isles.
it's so dumb.
According to Bevmo, we're 3 lame old guys that should be leaving the store quicker than we are. They will give us that.
All
look
right,
like,
all right, boys.
I'm just trying to do my stocking.
Who wants to do the honors? Who wants
Oh,
to
I
start
don't
it
think
off?
so at all. Those people are very friendly.
Who are the people at Bevmo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Total Win.
Well, you
Don't
know,
get them confused.
They see
No, but the people at Bevmo are dicks.
they,
no, they're pricks. All
they treat me like an asshole, but they see a guy like you with those distinguished eyebrows, and they gotta
that's right.
treat you with respect.
People know right away this guy must be important.
He looks like
Just to walk around looking like that, I mean, he's got to have.
This
he's
guy
gotta
has
have big things
seen-
going on.
He's
This
the
guy
guy-
has seen so much shit in his life that his eyes are aging
right.
way past his.
I was really proud of. There's a kid at the fine establishment I work at, and he's as a freshman in high school, he was always trying to bag on me, and he was terrible. Like I was like, oh man, I got to teach you how to roast people. Like your jokes are fucking awful. And so And I'd kill him, and not to mention he looked exactly. You guys ever seen that cartoon on like Nick Jr. Little Bill? You ever seen that shit?
Yeah.
This guy looks just like Little Bill, and I said that the whole room died. And then I was like, Little Bill, get the fuck out of my face.
Hold on a second, I'm gonna find this. Who is Little Bill?
Wasn't it a Cosby show?
You're not gonna see the kid though that I'm talking about, so it's not gonna be quite as funny.
Maybe.
Just to look at Little Bill.
Well, it gives us if he looks like this guy, it gives us kind of an idea of what he looks
Then you
like.
can tell me who he is.
Well, yeah, but I can't.
Just go to
show
images,
you.
bruh.
Characters.
Why didn't you just go to images? You're reading about them.
Little Bill Glover.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's who it is?
Yeah, that's his character synopsis. Maybe we could look at a photo.
Absolutely.
Where's the back
Just
button?
click the thing that says images.
I ruined it.
You did.
You did.
We'll go back again.
Oh, we're doing this again. Anyway, see, we didn't need to do that.
I just want to see what he looks like.
A little bit.
He looks exactly like him.
Yep. It looks just like him.
Oh my god.
I think you're gonna say it looks like DMX.
Oh man. Anyway, so I called him Little Bill.
Where's my
today.
pen?
Everybody
For fuck's
died, right?
Would you be a deer?
The story had a point before Dan tried to freaking read all about Little Bill's life.
Sorry. I just wanted to get the context.
So the kid though walked by me today. He was like, "Oh, you dyeing those things again?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" He was like, "Your eyebrows, coach. You been bleaching them bitches or what?" And I was like, you're getting better, son.
They're
I'm
basically
proud-
like poly
I'm-
walnuts.
I'm
rings.
proud of you.
Your
yeah.
eyebrows have grayed before everything
It's
else.
just it doesn't make any damn sense.
Hey, coach,
Look at-
why you looking
if
like
can't-
fucking Count Olaf from Lemony Snickets?
No, they can't see your eyebrows. They blend into your head.
I can see colors.
see colors and smell sounds.
All right, Malloy.
I can hear colors. I ruined it. I can see colors. Of
So
course.
we gotta. The color's not bad. It's not too light. What was that we were drinking? We drank something that was solid, but the whiskey was such a light color. It almost kind of freaked me
It wasn't
out.
the Ardbeg. It
Ardbeg was almost clear.
It was the other stuff that was really clear.
I know that Tullamore Dew's kind of light. We had that.
We had, I think it was another Scotch, wasn't it? That was pretty clear.
Yes,
we
I think it's
had,
more recent than the.
Remember the Drum Castle? That shit was light
That was
too,
good.
but it was a light color.
Well,
Hello,
I
How are you?
digress.
how are you?
Take the first bit and throw it out. Right into your stomach.
Try not wearing a bra next time. What's that? What's your name? Lanolin? Lanolin, like sheep's wool?
Yes, of course you're using it to pay for college. I know.
All right, here we go.
Just put them on the glass.
You know, it smells good. Put them on the glass now.
Put them on the glass.
Just like your father showed you. Back of the trail. Alright, okay. All right.
That is refined yet smooth.
That's not bad. It's got a little bit of burn.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of burn going down.
But overall, pretty smooth.
The original flavor, like the actual flavor, is pretty solid. We probably should have put a drop of water in each one of those so we could taste
It
it.
actually has like an initial taste of that smoky flavor. Like just
Yeah.
at first. Then it goes away.
Yeah,
It gives way to the burn, but
It gives way to the bottom.
again, you're drinking a $20 whiskey if there's no burn.
Well, right, but it's not. See, you keep calling it 20. It's more like a $30.
It's a $29 whiskey, good
It was
sir.
on sale.
It's on the Jameson shelf. You bite your tongue, good sir.
Well, I'm just. But that's confusing. It's like you're saying it's on the Canadian Club shelf by calling it a $20 whiskey.
No, that's
joking.
true.
That's what I'm trying to say, and I know you're joking.
You're selling it short, good
I
sir.
know you're joking, but this is serious.
This is serious
Yeah,
business.
dude, we may
Booze news is not a joke.
we can ramble around our fucking sports news, but when it comes to our liquor,
Comes to the booze.
it's serious.
You boys
shit.
lambast my
We
eyebrows
at
all
least
you want, but
hey,
when it comes to the booze, it's serious matters.
that's right.
It looks like apple juice.
What, I'm going to say my eyebrows should be taken seriously? Look at those things.
You can't even say that with keeping a straight face.
I know. I mean, look, my beard is a red, a lighter red, and yet it's so much darker than my eyebrow.
I got a feeling if we were driving like in a darkened wooden road and you were running out of a ditch, we'd see your eyebrows first before we saw anything. Like the headlights would reflect off them like a mailbox.
Would that not be the scariest moment in your life?
His floating eyebrows.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
so here's
He's
the
like the
reference.
Cheshire Cat. You
guys
just see the
remember-
eyebrows first, and then he appears on a tree branch.
You guys remember the like master of ceremonies in Gladiator? The
Are you not entertained?
No, not
Not Russell Crowe?
But the guy that like announces he's got those like.
Oh, yeah.
I feel
remember now,
I feel
yes.
kind of like him sometimes.
And just like him, you have about 11 boys back at your house after you get done announcing
Yeah, of course. Why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Caligula.
Just come home and got 11 buttholes.
Just a bunch of. 11.
Thank you, Coach Chris. 11 buttholes.
They're all legal age, but
What?
If I ever make a liquor, it's gonna be like a wine name, like how there's like 4 hands,
11 buttholes.
11 buttholes. And leave it up to everyone who buys it to figure out what it means. It's got a nice body to it, you know.
You had
floral
11
notes.
buttholes.
I think I'm gonna give it a
solid.
Cheaper than Yellowtail.
I think I'm gonna give it a 3.
Better than Mad Dog.
Better than Mad Dog. It
Oh.
was fortified.
When are we gonna review Mad Dog?
Well, there's no review. I'll give you the review.
Pie
Go
night.
outside and lick a piece of shit. Let's find a piece of dog shit, get down on your hands and knees and lick it.
We need to go live.
You're gonna lick that dog turd.
I'm not gonna do it.
I know what Boone's Farm tastes like. Go live under the Cedar River Bridge underneath the fucking Renton Library.
Huff
That's
strawberry
what
air
Boone-
freshener.
I never
Is that a thing?
had to lick
You
white
can
dog
huff.
shit.
I'm sure if we could find out, it'd be under the bridge.
You will eat the cat poop. Yeah, I like this, man.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. What's it called again? Malloy's.
Malloy.
Malloy's. Cheers, Malloy.
So,
May those who love you love you.
I cheers to that.
Yeah. I'll give it a 3. I'm gonna go 3.
Oh, he's getting a 3 on the Jameson show.
I like it.
So we got a 3. I think I gotta take a drink now because that's bad.
So, my lovely lady at home, the old significant other, as it were, wants to make us like a big. She's gonna get like one of those the board things, like the old kind of Celtic style, big, like you see in a bar, like the signs, but they've got that. It's like a big piece of wood with almost like the shield kind of shape. You seen it?
Like the infinity lines
of
where
arms
there's
kinda.
never.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, like a coat of arms kind of thing. But then she's gonna do like painted and do the whole toast. May those who love us, so we can like hang it up.
That would be legit.
Yeah,
So
she
once you
said
get
either
that-
that or she wants to get one of the ones that actually opens up and it's got little shelves in there, and then we'll put shot glasses up there.
Oh,
That's pretty classy.
you know the men's room does a thing with shot glasses, which we don't travel enough.
No, we can't do
To
that.
acquire them.
Right, because they get one from every state or every city.
Every state.
Yeah.
We're trying to do every state.
Well, if we're gonna bite off man shows, we should fucking first get an old drunk to sit in our audience every
Yeah.
night, like the fucking man show used
Ziggy
to do.
zaggy, ziggy
Yeah.
zaggy, oi, oi, oi.
We need
Talking
to
about two
die of
different
alcohol
men's
poisoning
Yeah,
well
but
before
you
our
were talking
shows.
about the
Then.
men's room.
Yeah.
I was saying all men shows.
All men shows.
Yes,
shows.
men shows.
Yeah,
sorry.
you know what? We don't touch.
Men.
Go ahead.
I don't remember it enough.
Men, so throw your women overboard. There's no one here but men. There's men above and men below and men down in the galley. There's Butch and Mike and Spike and Joe and one that we call Thally. Men. Alright, yeah. This is the only reason you have to do it.
That was way back, dude.
I don't remember any of that shit. And on the way called Sally.
I remember hearing that from Matt back in like freshman year. It's like, whoa, what? Didn't you have like someone that was in the Navy or was a sailor?
No, it was just you know, the Sun River trips, the families. So Lumpy, who was our buddy's grandpa, who passed away. I had to get that out there before Dan made an awful joke.
Still going to make a joke. But.
And he's don't do it because he died of like lymphoma, and so Lumpy, don't tie
You're
it.
giving me
Don't
so
do it.
much.
Yeah, no, don't. But I'm telling you, it's the easy one.
I
Don't
know,
take
Matt,
it.
but you're like the owner of a candy shop who's like, oh fuck, I gotta go back and get my wife something from the house. Will you guys just watch the shop?
Please don't steal anything.
Don't steal all the candy and leave, because there's no way I'll be able to stop you.
No, but this was like a real person I knew. Don't do this. Anyway. But he, on a fishing trip, came out, and I was sitting with him and a bunch of other dudes, and he starts singing this fucking song. And I'm like, what? Dude's like 78. And just starts singing it on the back of a boat. And it always made me think of Dan's favorite joke about the fucking dick touch your asshole. Sitting on the boat with Grandpa.
That's one of my favorites. I'm always good for a drunk uncle joke. I'm like, I've always been somebody's shitty uncle my whole life, and now I'm just getting old enough to now where I can actually fill those shoes like I've always been. It's the life I've trained for. The shitty drunk uncle jokes.
Trained to be a shitty uncle.
Basically, with all the dumb jokes. Wouldn't you say those jokes are basically like your drunk uncle would tell you at a wedding or some family function at Thanksgiving or something? Yeah, like, hey, let me tell you a joke. Don't tell your parents I told you.
It's going to be greasy. Now listen.
Yeah. I mean, every time that you start the joke off with, hey, you ever heard that one I told you about, the one about dick touching asshole?
Yeah, dick touch your asshole.
In a boat?
Well, now you're going to have to tell it. Go ahead.
Have you heard it? Have I told you this joke before?
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Like everybody, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
All right, so there's a white guy, a black guy, and a Mexican guy, and they all find a genie's lamp. And they rub it, and the genie comes out and says, I'll give you all one wish each, because there's 3 of you. You never heard this one? Boondock Saints?
Yes.
Yeah, no.
I can't even tell it because it's so horrible. But...
Yeah.
I'll have a Coke.
Look at this pastrami.
In the middle of the joke, he doesn't even say anything. He just goes, like he's physically pained by the fucking way that sandwich presented.
The fact that there was no Havarti on his pastrami.
Just for the record.
He throws the sandwich down. He's like, I don't want to eat it anymore.
Needs some Havarti.
Oh, yeah. I would be upset, too.
It's a fine cheese.
You read
Havarti's really good.
Except for when you get it at 7-Eleven, it's been soaking into that same piece of fucking rye bread.
Let's
for
not
4
compare
days.
an Italian
I don't even know
Italian hero to a Subway. Or, I mean, a 7-Eleven sub.
I'm just saying, the first time I had Havarti was at a 7-Eleven, and I was like, I
Then
don't see what the big deal is.
Have you had better Havarti since then?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I was just like, I don't get it. This is horrible.
I don't know what the big deal is, guys. I had a Havarti sandwich at 7-Eleven, and that shit was whack.
It's kind of like wet chalk.
Have you ever had head cheese?
Oh no, because you told me what it was.
So I used to work at an Italian bakery down in Seattle.
You can what? Borchinis, man.
Borchinis.
It's Borchinis?
Yeah.
Everybody says Borchinis, but I guess that's because we're fucking American.
Well, that's how it looks like it should be pronounced. But yeah, it's Borchinis. But we used to get this stuff called head cheese, and it was a fucking this weird round piece of meat. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that is. But we used to have old people come in to get it all the time. Finally found out what it was. Because we were looking at it one time, and in the middle of it, it looked like a fucking snout. I was like, dude, what the fuck is in this? And what it is it's like a pig's face shaven and then put together like a hot dog, and that's head cheese. It's
not cheese at all.
Head. No, it's got
face
pores.
Meat. That's what I looked at it. I was like, it's like skin. It's got pores.
I remember Tron worked there one time, and Tron was just utterly disgusted by the fact that like people bought and consumed head cheese.
Pay good money for that shit.
If you were going to buy lunch, you'd have to go outside on your lunch break. You'd have to come to the counter, order your sandwich. Because fucking talking about tight Italians, man, you had to pay for your lunch. There was no free lunches even for the employees. So he had me make a sandwich one time, and he went to get a drink. So I sliced off like 3 big pieces of head cheese and just fucking stuffed it into the turkey so he couldn't see it. Oh. And he takes a bite of it and comes running into the back, runs downstairs and starts puking. I'm like, what's the problem, dude? He's like, you just made me fucking head cheese, dude. I just ate a snout of a pig. I was like, it's Italian fare, man.
You're a growing boy. You need these nutrients.
That's fucking.
Actually, I don't even know if it's Italian fare. I don't know who the fuck.
It's peasant
What
food.
is head cheese? Yeah.
That's
Why
like,
do they call it cheese if it's not cheese?
It's not cheese.
It's fucking.
People came in and bought that stuff, and people were like, "Oh, it's really
Pork
good.
skin.
It's like it's a good salty meat." And it's like, God, dude.
They always get the grossest shit and give it some other names so you don't know what it is. Because if they called it chopped up pig face, no one was fucking eating it.
Seriously, hot dog pig face.
So you guys want some chopped up fucking pig face hot dog meat?
Hot dog style pig face?
Yeah.
You want face meat?
Well,
Only if I get to have mellow dogs.
We the story was good.
No,
but we do need to actually give our ratings to liquor.
I went 3.
We got a 3
I
from Coach Chris.
I really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 3 also. I think it's a nice solid above average, especially for its class. It's a nice strong performer.
If it wasn't for that initial taste of that initial smoky flavor, I don't think I'd like it as much. But it gave me that like initial smoke, and I like that.
Well, it goes really easy too. It's smooth as fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't punch too hard.
It's smoother than a bottle of its price range than you would expect.
We can go 2.5.
2.5.
No, 2 3/4.
It's a solid rating.
Yeah, 2 7/8.
I've done 3/4. We've established quarters are easy to keep track of.
I like the fact that the first time you tried to give like a
everything.
I think the first time you tried to give a fraction, Dan was like, "No, man, that's good, And ever since then,
ever
Dan's been
since
like,
then.
"Oh, this guy we're fucking 3/4." I said it once, and he takes advantage. I don't
fucking
know.
guy.
This fucking kid of mine. He doesn't have a fucking job. He just lays around and he's
You know,
fucking.
we had to sell fractions when we were sent on the trains.
Just sitting around, jerking himself. Why do you keep doing that? I don't understand. Like, why do we? That's not okay.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. And it makes it less funny when that's the only place you can go. Like, what? Again, that's what you gotta watch the Zohan then. If that's really,
It really made me right here.
I'm sorry we didn't have your fancy 6-day war. 7 days.
Your generation.
7 days. Your generation likes to forget that. That shit's funny.
Cycles Moses.
Cycles Moses.
All right.
Oh, the Moses. That's a topic I've got for later. Have you ever done the Moses? We're not going to talk about that till the scope's on, though. We're going to bring the...
Wandered through the desert for 40 years?
No, the Moses.
Is it a dance from the 90s?
We're not doing it yet. So do you want me to explain it or you want me to wait?
We'll tease it.
I
don't know.
I do want to get on the subject that you talked. Did we talk about it earlier? Did you tease it? Your cheap
Cheap
camping
booze.
out?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about what is the best
Yeah, let's dovetail into
cheap
our
booze.
business.
You're going
Might
camping
as well get into it.
right now.
I mean, what
Well,
are we doing?
I think we're right about halftime. Aren't we?
We got half and about. Let's do the cheap booze and then we'll go to half.
Okay. All
And then
right.
we'll come back with
Well-
another booze because we got another beer, right?
we do.
We do.
So it's a double whammy this week since we've been slacking on the booze.
We
news.
we graded Murphy's already.
Yeah,
Oh, way back.
Okay.
We've been drinking Murphy since been Murphy.
it's a time honored favorite.
My great granddaddy's name was Murphy Ulrich.
Oh.
It's more of a
My
tradition.
great granddaddy was a Murphy. Anyway, all right. So
So you're going.
we'll start with Ulrich because I know he's excited about it. So what we're talking about right now?
We're
what is
talking to a man who owns a
we're-
pickup truck and dips. He
we
spends
always-
cheap booze.
I don't know. I drove
We-
a Tahoe.
I've seen your fucking dirty blue.
Oh, that's a
pickup.
family.
Oh, that's a family area.
Anyway,
Okay.
so
That's even more ingrained.
yeah, that's true.
That's true.
It speaks more volumes than if you were to own it.
Very true.
This decides who you are as a person. That truck, like a rock.
Okay. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. Oh, like a rock. Kind of beating that one in the ground.
Yeah, well,
You and Bob Seger can fuck right off.
me and Bob Seger are fucking very heavy. We're gonna
Oh,
outweigh
now
you
with
about
people
400
like
pounds.
Bob Seger, Sonny and Cher. I said
see.
everything's gonna be alright. Rockabye.
Rockabye.
I didn't expect that song at all on the show ever, but we fucking did it, folks. All right, cheap booze. What's your go-tos?
Well, are we talking cheap booze or like our go-to cheap camping booze?
Whatever.
Yeah.
I
Whatever.
thought it was camping booze.
Yeah, you can go whatever. So here's the deal.
There's a difference.
We
for
always
me.
bring you
Matt
booze
Prentice.
news. We always bring you the that's her crazy noise.
Yeah, it's a kids. They're-
We always bring you our take on the liquor. So today we're gonna go ahead and tell you between three of us what is your best cheap booze purchase. You need a fair amount. Okay, you're gonna go either on vacation or you got a big party. You got you need a bunch of booze. Though that's the point though. You can't just get a little bit. You need a bunch of booze, and you're gonna go and make a purchase. What are you gonna go get?
Well, I'm going the camping route, so we're going to say a little vacation. And this is just a long-time family tradition. And mine is Ice House.
Oh,
I will not...
it's gross, but I respect it.
If you brought Ice House to my house for a Butt State show,
Nah.
I would kindly slap you and ask you to leave.
That's not myself.
But on a camping trip, for whatever reason, maybe it's because
Powder me out, bitch.
since I can remember, that was a beer that my dad would be like, all right, I'm gonna get fucking 2 racks of Ice House. We always had anywhere we were
starts with
camping.
that. Brr. It's brr, brr, brr.
Anytime we went camping,
just a faggot.
Okay.
we had a cooler full of Ice House, and I think the first time I drank with my dad, it was drinking Ice House. So
Yeah.
and if we go and when we go to Sun River, I am gonna bring Ice House.
Ugh.
Even though we're not camping, we're on vacation.
It's the same type of thing.
I'll drink some Ice House, man.
Dan,
I'll enjoy some Ice House.
moving on from Ice House.
He set the bar
Pretty low.
pretty low. Yeah.
Well, but that's what it is. We're
right
talking
where it
about
needs to
cheap.
be.
Trying to do.
We're talking
Trying
about quantity, and we're talking about cheap.
And there's beer too, which I didn't even fathom.
You can go beer or liquor, or both if you wish.
I like to mix them both together. A nice Budweiser. Whiskey back.
Drink Budweiser and Jack Daniels because I'm fucking American.
Me and Miss Piggy like to go and drink Jack Daniels.
Correct frog here.
Gives me a handy under the desk.
It's a handy and a hammy.
It's actually like a hoofy.
Here, Miss Piggy.
Wait, do pigs have hooves?
She
Or
doesn't
like-
have hooves.
Yeah, they got the like split toe, right?
She's got hands. She's got little
Wow.
doughy hands.
Check it out, guys. I just came on head cheese.
Ew. Anyway, Dan, did you pick an alcohol, or did you just go Miss Piggy and Kermit the Frog?
No, we just
Yeah,
drove
we've
off.
veered
Every
enough.
time. Every time.
Oh.
Okay, cheap beer, cheap booze. What are you
Cheap
drinking
booze.
if you're on vacation? You
Well,
need quantity.
I like bang for buck, especially camping. I like to have liquor in addition to the beer. And it really doesn't matter what beer as long as it's cheap.
Okay.
So I guess we'll focus on the liquor and that.
You don't
being
have a beer
said,
preference though? Like if you
I go cheap when it comes to camping. I you know me, I've been known to get a couple of 12s like, ESB or something, just nice drinking beer, and then have like a bunch of Budweiser to fill out the
well,
cooler.
that's what I'm asking though. What's the cheap one? That
But
you
I'm
go
saying,
get?
but-
you go Budweiser.
But I tend to get liquor when I go camping as that kind of like I don't know what to call it, to get the job done quick. You know what I mean? Like you get a few shots in
A
you.
jumping off point.
Yeah, you get
You're
the
jumping
You
off.
jumpstart that fucking battery on the car, and then the beer is like the alternator. Once that kicks back on, it keeps the drunk going.
Yes.
Keep yourself in a nice plateau.
Nice
I hear
about
that.
So
I hear that.
I guess my liquor, that being said, would probably be like their old standby we used to always get was like a black velvet, nice cheap,
Oh, gee, never again. I've told that story on the show though already.
very
so
nice.
Voice.
Either that or
I threw it all off your
Mother's
deck.
Milk, fucking
Jameson.
Canadian Mist.
Oh. It's
Jameson.
not Mother's Milk. Mother's Milk has always been Jameson. When Canadian
Well,
Mist.
because my mom drank Canadian Mist. If she had Jameson, we would have had a lot more money in our
Well, your
household.
brother coined the term Mother's Milk.
Well, he took
for
it-
Jameson
because it had-
we all drink it,
and
all
it
the
turned
fucking
into something we
time.
actually
Because he was
liked.
trying to advance it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Trying, he was trying not to relive his horrible childhood, but yet to
Right.
move it on to his own horrible adulthood.
Using the more common Mother's Milk reference, like the
Something you enjoy.
the thing you love.
Well, it's also what you were raised on, though. Like the
Right.
me mother's milk,
Right.
where it came from.
Yeah.
and I came from garbage liquor.
See, I had my first Jameson as a little ass kid.
Well, so you
my
had-
dad when I got sick. My dad was old school. Did the little like shove it in my mouth a little bit, just a little bit on a rag.
Now,
and
now,
like,
HW.
Yeah.
Drink it up.
Clear your fucking sinuses up.
Well, see, you had a different liquor. See, like your parents' liquor cabinet wasn't a utility cabinet. Your parents' liquor cabinet was for fine soirees.
Well, actually, my dad was a fucking alcoholic.
Well,
But
but
that's
he
that
drank
weird
good
thing.
liquor, though.
That's that weird thing in Irish culture though, where he was an alcoholic and then I was born, then he just like drank socially. It's like, how does that work? I thought you were supposed to be like, once you are, you always are.
Well, I mean,
But then there's the other.
you can drink once a year and be considered an alcoholic. How you drink, it's all about how you drink that
Right,
one
yeah,
time a
that's
year.
true.
If
That's
you
true.
fucking drink
No,
yourself
but he
to
like that's
death.
the thing. Like, and my mom even tells the story. Like, he was like, he would get fucked off, like it just crazy until I was born, and then all of a sudden I was born. And he's like, oh, now I just have a couple of drinks. I'm cool.
Your Fosh used to get drunk and shoot
Maybe
his mouth
just,
off
I mean,
in the bars.
maybe just the like responsibility, like hit him hell hard. I don't know. But-
Yeah, I mean,
Usually-
it's a sobering feeling to be like,
Yeah.
wow, I got to take care of a human.
Yeah.
So-
yeah. Right. Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't be drunk at the hospital to begin with, so that's fucking your fault.
I wish I was.
Pretty- you
drunk
know what,
When I had to watch my first
For
kid.
the
I'm pretty
50s,
sure he
you would've
was.
been.
My mom's never said anything, but I'm judging by the stories. It sounds like he probably was.
That was the old school way to do it. You all sat in the waiting room and smoked cigarettes and fucking
Well, my dad was
hit a flask.
That was fucking Mick. So yeah.
Brush his teeth with fucking a nice fine scotch.
Oh fuck, dude! The old way. I mean, shit, dude. Like our grandparents, they wouldn't even. Like, I remember when I was having my kid. I was like, I gotta go to the hospital. Kid was in labor. My grandpa's like, no. So you can go to work. You're not having the kid. I was like, what? And my grandpa's like, oh yeah, your grandpa came right when they were being born. He went to work, but he didn't feel like he needed to be there the whole time. I was like, oh man, shit. Times have changed.
Yeah, things are
no,
different.
I'm trying to be there to see my kid be born.
Be born.
Be born. Okay, so we got an Ice House beer.
Being for to be a good.
We got Canadian
for a father.
Mist.
Canadian.
I'm gonna say black velvet because that's even worse.
Oh god,
Oh,
that's
man.
fucked. If we're trying to plan a cheap party, I would rather have Ice House
Yeah.
and Canadian Mist over Black Velvet. But
Alright, that's
it's
why
your
it's-
choice.
It's the
but
bottom of the
Black
barrel,
Velvet.
boys.
Well, when I'm going cheap, I always beer wise.
Like it was turns into an ad. All of us did our own personal ad, basically.
Well,
Hey America, my name's Coach Matt. You may know me from the popular show,
how
Butt
can
Steak Show.
how can you talk about your favorite
When I
booze
like to
without
drink.
doing an ad?
Yeah.
I just saying it's funny. It's all we've all turned into like.
And I didn't say that either. I didn't say I'm Coach Matt and I'm from the Butt State Show.
No,
I didn't
I did.
do any of that.
Yeah, you leaned up on the fence at your horse
No,
ranch.
fuck you. You got a bad one. We got to give you some too when you hit your bad ones. Fuck that. That was terrible.
That was delicious.
Anyway,
It was a great joke.
Uh,
My finest joke.
Rognes. When I go the cheap beers, I usually will get a big old stack of Rognes.
Rognes, good. The vitamin R, man.
Yeah.
Vitamin R. Is
But
good.
now liquor, however, we actually drank it last show. It's the New Amsterdam. I always go and get a fifth of the fucking because we're talking summertime, we're talking camping, going out. I go get a fifth of New Amsterdam gin, and I look like I spent money, and I spent fucking $12.99.
That was-
fifth of gin, man.
I was
Gin tonics.
delightfully
That's what I did.
impressed with last week's with the New Amsterdam because we got pretty.
I told you were gonna like
We didn't
those.
sample anything. We just drank the New Amsterdam all night.
Gin and tonics all night.
fucked up.
A couple of G&Ts.
Got
Got
fucked
ourselves
up.
hammered.
Got fucked up. Didn't chase it with any water. Woke up the next morning. Didn't know.
No, because it's
Felt alright.
decent gin. Like it's
Felt
not
good.
gonna get you. It's not gonna make you
Felt
puke and have a terrible hangover.
We should. Ice House should
It's not
give us.
McNaughton's.
Ice House should give me some money for plugging them because those
Yeah, 'cause
motherfuckers
nobody
haven't
else
had an
does.
ad in a minute.
Yeah, they don't
Like,
spend money on
I may be the
ads.
first person in any media. Not we're media. We're,
Yeah,
We're
definitely.
the first.
There's a Butt State News.
I'm
Haven't
the
you read
first
that?
person in any media. We got a blog. That has ever
Yes,
that's
it is.
plugged fucking Ice House probably since the '90s. Probably since Burr commercials were cool.
Yeah. Unless you count like labels on hats at NASCAR being plugs.
Ice House doesn't even have that.
I don't know. I had an Ice House hat when I was a kid.
Oh God, I would fucking pay. I would
Sport
pay you
snapback.
good. I would pay you
Yeah,
good money.
Snapback.
Yeah, and Andy stole it from me. That son of a bitch.
Yeah, Andy used to wear that shit all the time.
Yeah.
I just remembered
He
that.
fucking robbed it.
I
from
would
me.
pay good money for that hat.
Well, it's probably rotting in a fucking landfill now. 'Cause
That's too bad.
They
You
got
guys
fucking
should
destroyed.
get it.
I remember Andy did
I don't
used to
know.
wear that Ice House hat though.
He fucking gaffed it. But then again, we said we were like lame like sisters at the same size. Like, I'm gonna steal your clothes because we're the same size. I always going to
Guys,
go to
we're the
school.
brotherhoods of the traveling hat.
Oh,
Wow.
well, thank you.
Is it halftime?
Yeah, it is now.
I got pissed.
Folks, we'll be back in a short period of time.
And Charnice, I wasn't playing last week. Get your ass back on the track. Stop watching Butt State and get me my goddamn money.
All right.
You guys don't think that jokes are funny doesn't mean I don't. Oh man, I pee so bad. All of a sudden we got into that liquor and I started realizing I was getting a little drunk. you're going heavy every fucking day like that on your upper body, that might be, you go 2 weeks just going light and taking it not easy because you'll muscle endurance. You'll be like, oh shit, I don't have this. So you'll get a burn. You'll feel good. You'll get a good workout. But then I think when you go back, you'll be like, ooh, I feel good. And that power push will go.
No,
I feel good. I am good. Can't stop.
So good.
Watch me.
So good. I got you. Oh, sorry. All right. We're back.
I got a question.
Question. Why is
Because
it
we kind of dabbled on it when we were talking about...
every time I go to the mall, only the fat girls talk to me? Man.
Women
Fuck
be
that.
shopping. All right, come on. Hey.
We touched on it. What was your question? Sorry.
You had a question.
Oh, because we were talking about like our
Yeah, I almost really went-
we were talking about the vacation booze, so and we slightly touched on it, but
Now it's vacation.
what
news.
was the first alcoholic beverage you had?
Ooh, great topic.
Guinness.
Guinness?
My dad he was drinking one on St. Patty's Day and poured me so I must have been like first grade
Well, I gotta
probably,
follow
and
up this
poured a little bit of Guinness on the bottom of my glass and let me drink it, and I was like, ew, this is shitty.
Yeah.
Because I was, first grade. So if it wasn't fucking apple juice or grape juice, it pretty much sucked.
Back then when you were like, I'll never drink beer. You
So
guys
then
are
I
fucking
guess
weird.
the next question is, the follow-up is, when's the first time you actually got drunk? And what was that?
How drunk?
I mean, like you
Like
drank,
a buzz of any kind?
you drank to get drunk.
On purpose.
And it wasn't like your parents gave you some booze. I mean, it could have been if their parents gave you booze.
You're not just talking about like by accident.
You didn't just have like a sip of your dad's beer. I'm saying like you got drunk.
Well, like I told you about that time my mom came and caught me, and I was like, I was digging this new orange juice, and I was asking her what's up with it. When I was probably like 9 or 10,
She made with a screwdriver.
and
or
I was
something.
like, oh, this shit is serious. No, it's in the jug, and I was like, this shit's seriously good. It's like it's fizzy. I was like, it's like because every once in a while she'd have mimosas, and she'd pour me like some sparkling water in my orange juice, so it just fizzed, and I was like, oh yeah, that's awesome. Right, so I'm drinking out of the jug, and I was like, "Oh, this is fizzy too. This is good." And she was like, "What are you talking about?" When I asked, and I'm like 3 glasses deep, right? And
I feel all sparkly inside, mommy.
yeah, I do. And I apparently, the way she tells the story, I walked to the refrigerator in like a zigzag line, and she's like, "Wait a minute, give me that orange juice," and she smells it. It was like, oh shit.
Was it all fermented?
Yeah, it was summertime, and she had left it out in the sun for
like
too long,
Orange
and then
Jacks.
thrown it in the fridge, not knowing how long she'd like left it there when she came home from the grocery store. Anyway, yeah.
So that was the first time you got buzzed or drunk?
Apparently.
Apparently.
First time you were rapping.
I remember just feeling like everything was awesome, but I was 10 or 9 or something like that, so I didn't understand.
riding the orange tiger.
My first time having a drink of any alcohol, my dad was drinking, and I just kept bugging him. Like, I don't know, probably like somewhere between like 6 and 8. And he was drinking. He had a can of Budweiser, and he gave me a drink. And I thought it was the worst shit in the world. I was like, I'll never drink beer. You're fucking weird. That's gross.
Yeah.
First time.
Fast forward to today.
First time we got.
Swimming in it.
Just pour
First-
gas in
My
it.
dad, I swore
First
up and
time.
down.
First time I got buzzed or drunk, I was at my buddy Ryan's house. You know what Ryan I'm talking about.
Son of Stubbs.
Yep. And his mom was.
Burn your fucking arm with a cigarette.
His mom.
Yeah, that's when you know you're hanging with some fucking fun people.
tell that
You get
story.
like fucking Hell's Angel stories from hanging out.
His
Every time you
mom-
guys would come over there, you get to come back and it was like, where was this? Was this in the 70s near Bakersfield?
Nobody knows what we're talking about. But it's really funny
we
to
know.
me.
His mom.
You need to tell that story, some Stubbs stories once in a while.
His mom was.
With permission.
His mom was a drinker, which made his hanging out at his house on the weekends awesome. 'Cause she would go out
no
to
way.
drink. She would come home at 2, and
Mom
then
was
just
a
pass
drinker.
out, so we
And a
could do
fiend.
whatever we wanted. But she also had a great liquor cabinet, and the first things we drank were screwdrivers because she had a big bottle of vodka, So me and Ryan.
I see an orange theme recurring here.
Well, that because it was easy. Like we were in, I think we
gotta go
were
down.
in 6th or 7th grade. So because I think the first thing we did was we tried taking sips of vodka. And we're like, oh god, I don't want to do this. And then Ryan's like, no, my mom puts it in orange juice. And then I was like, oh okay, I can dig. Like I'm already, I love fucking orange juice.
I
So.
can dig it. We can dig
That's
it.
a callback.
So she came stumbling in at 2 a.m. all drunk, and me and Ryan are sitting on the couch. It's like, man, fucking wobbling around. She didn't say shit. She just walked back to her room and passed out. Probably not the best, whatever, you know. But that was the first time I got drunk, and Budweiser was the first alcohol I ever tasted.
Wow, that's a fucking good one.
So,
I like the orange theme of growing up. Okay, so our stories are almost identical in that the first beer we tasted was a sip of Pa's drink, which was not liked.
I think that's probably just fathers all over.
Well,
That should be every son's first sip. Should come from their father.
It's like I think that's why your dad does it. It's like it's a birthright thing. I hid this bottle of Budweiser in my ass for 5 years in Vietnam. Brought it back for you. Your father hit this Oddbig in his ass for 4 years. He was afraid the gooks would take it.
Why?
But
Wait. Why Christopher Walken?
because that's who said it. You don't remember that part of the movie when he comes home?
What movie?
Pulp Fiction. When he gives
Oh!
young Bruce Willis his watch.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, guys.
You're right.
I mean, I know it was a very bad impression, but you got who I was trying to say.
I haven't seen Pulp Fiction in a long.
Well, shit, you need to watch it again. What does it say in the front of my house? Is there a sign? And mine was St. Patty's beer because I was like, that looks fucking delicious because it was green, and he was like, oh, you want to take a sip, huh?
What was it?
Gonna put some hair in just some shitty
Just
beer.
green beer.
Yeah.
They just put food coloring.
My
Well,
dad-
no, I know they just put green food.
My dad
on it,
rarely
but sure
drank
do.
beer, and he was so like didn't give a fuck about his beer for the most part. I've only seen my dad drink maybe like I could count it on one hand. How many times I've seen my dad drink?
Oh.
He did not drink very much, but when he drinks, that motherfucker's feeling his oats, and he's feeling like it's time to fucking start wrestling people and telling stories and shit.
Your dad wrestle when he gets.
Dude, when I went to Tennessee this last time for my grandma's 80th birthday, everybody was drunk, and my dad was even like, me and Regina were tending bar because my grandpa is supposed to be only drinking like 1 glass of wine a day because when he hits the sauce, he gets violent, right? But he's like, I'm gonna start drinking tonight. So for whatever reason, he thought he was gonna be drinking vodka waters all night, and we just kept giving him 2 glasses of water with the tiniest splash of vodka on top, and then mix the lemon and like hella lemon juice. And like, here you go. And he was like, woo. He started getting like placebo drunk.
Yeah.
He's like, I've had about 7 of these vodka waters, and he's had like about a shot overall of vodka. In any case, so that's like my dad when he drinks. It's very rare, but he starts getting like real fucking hands. He's like, hey, what are you doing there, big man? Huh? And he's got all his fucking like cousins and shit there that they used to all fucking beat the shit out of each other when they were kids. So they get drunk now and they're like, hey, Daddy, you're still feeling like you're strong, huh? You want to fucking start throwing head and arms here in the hallway? Start fucking tossing people around and shit.
Looks like Vision Quest all over the place.
Yeah, exactly. He just yeah, why don't you be shoot this weekend? Throw some laterals on you. I mean, the first time I got drunk, actually drunk,
The laterals
was
are worthy fucking
Aftershock
$10.
cinnamon liqueur, and I drank probably at least a quarter fifth, maybe closer to a half a fifth. With
You just
favorite-
drank greasy cinnamon whiskey?
but it was delicious.
That was your first?
First time I got drunk,
How old were you?
like 11, 12. And it was Christmas Eve, and of course it was my older fucking half brother Mike who gave me a lot of my first
He brought you
taste of drugs.
cinnamon. I guess at 11, 12 it's probably pretty
Well, that's
good.
the thing is they were just
Well, it
kinda,
goes down
it was
easy,
like a
yeah.
novelty thing they bought just because okay, think
Did you
about like how
imagine drinking
Fireball
this
is
when
now.
you were 11?
No.
Drinking this when you were 11?
No.
You'd be like,
But,
"Ah,
but,
my God."
but
Well, if
now,
I did, I would have done one shot. I
now
would have
those
got drunk.
cinnamon whiskey tastes like dog shit to me,
Yeah.
and this is
Well,
solid.
yeah, but see that's why they make it is because it's children, fucking the people who don't drink at all
Right.
drink that shit because it's a novelty thing. It's fucking just like then it was like it's liquor with sugary crystals inside. It looks like it's fucking inside of a cinnamon rock or something. But I got fucking pretty slam jammed off that shit. My brother was dating this chick who was a fucking loony case at best. I think her middle name was Butterfly, if I remember correctly. And I'm not
You mean
even
her
joking
stage
about
name?
that. No, like she could have. She had like fucking
Oh,
tattoos and
titties?
shit.
Oh.
No, she not quite. Especially after that one picture we saw. Maybe like that one picture we saw. She had those kind of Elvira titties, the ones that were falling off of her chest.
I mean, when
Like,
she was Elvira?
Her chest looked like a hillside that was eroding away from fucking trees being cut off. But she was trying to convince me of the magic of Santa, and I'm like 11 or 12. Like, bitch, I've known Santa's not been real since I was like 5. Like, well, I knew the Tooth Fairy wasn't real when I was hella young, and they had to keep me. They had to bribe me to not tell Andy so that he could have.
So you could have a childhood.
Yes, have somewhat of a childhood. It got to the point where I would like fucking put money under his pillow to fucking, you know, because mom was like, just fucking assed out, completely forgot. Yeah, nice little happy moments there, guys.
Yeah.
All right, well.
Hey,
So, that segs nicely. Since we're talking about firsts and memories, I had an idea because I was talking to my dad about my old Pop Warner football days and all the shit he used to put on tape because he was like the team's videographer. But most of our stories were just me fucking up because I was god awful. And so it kind of got me to thinking, what's your worst sports failure that you can remember that was the most embarrassing?
Oh, man.
That really sticks with you and you won't forget it until you're even on your deathbed. It'll be one of those moments that flashes in front of your eyes. And I know he got it immediately.
I do.
I see you
It
snap.
won't fuck.
You've had nightmares about it.
I don't ever have nightmares because the one guy that got on me is still a close friend, and he doesn't intimidate me at all, so I just don't fucking care. But it was sophomore year, playing high school football, and I think we were playing Highline, and we were up 35-0, and we were going for the shutout, and I got sent in at nose guard, and I got sent in at tackle. We were running a 4-man front, so.
Our sophomore year?
Yeah, we hadn't gone to the 5-man front yet.
We were 4-4.
Yeah. So our safety was our quarterback. And back in the day, we used to call him Uncle, well, you know who I'm talking about, KD. But I get in, and they hard count us on like a 4th and 2, just like on the 12-yard line. And I jump off sides. I just fucking, I hit the shit out of the guard. It's my first varsity play, so I'm just way too juiced. We get hard counted, so I'm like, I'm going to show everybody what I got. And instead, I'm just standing there. And the safety, our quarterback, KD, comes up, and he's like, you just gave him a 1st and goal. We're going for a fucking shutout. And they ended up scoring. And he was like the only guy that really got angry about it.
Scared.
No,
So
nobody
shut
else
up,
said
don't give
anything.
a shit.
We won 35-7, so not
Still
a
a
big
spank.
Yeah. But he was like, you cost us a shutout. And I was like, yeah, dude, okay, man. I'm a fucking sophomore. It was my first play. I thought I was going to get into the backfield, man.
This is going on a permanent record.
Very fucking sorry.
So that's the one that really stuck with me because I had one guy just like try to roast me after it.
Really hammered it in.
Man, that's tough. I've had a lot of. It's a long career. I had a lot of successes too, but along that road, you gotta fucking fuck up a lot.
Yeah.
Gotta be shitty to get good.
Well, I fucked up a lot more. That was just my first one that
I'm trying to
sticks with me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think though. Like, what's the first one that's stuck?
Or even just the biggest one that sticks out in your mind.
Oh man,
There's got to be one that really fucking sticks in your craw worse than any other one.
When he fumbled in the state championship game and we lost to Bellevue.
Oh,
They don't know that. It could have happened.
No,
right now, that could have happened.
yeah. When you came in for Alabama and scored 6 touchdowns in the senior fucking the home game.
I remember a couple fucking baseball seasons of my life as like a youth where I just could not hit the fucking ball.
See,
I was great on defense, and so the coaches would they'd always put me in and let me play. But man, I sucked at it. I was so fucking bad in 9th, just sucking ass.
See, I have those from being younger, like leaving the bases loaded and shit, when like in a pivotal situation. But I guess
Dude, but at that
football
age,
seemed more pivotal to me.
you didn't even you knew it's like, oh shit, it's on me to like make something happen right now and score some fucking runs, potentially win this game. You knew that in Little League, but at the same time, Little League, every at bat was the same. It was like, oh fuck, I gotta hit this ball.
Yeah.
That's all you're really thinking about. Like, fuck the score and everybody else. This is about me. I gotta hit this goddamn ball.
But like, if you were gonna, it kind of took the pressure off if you were going on defense. Because like, if I fucked up at the plate, like I was a catcher and I still had I'm trying to brag, but like back in the day, I had a fucking
brag,
no. But
but
I'm
I
just
was
saying, like,
shit.
not a lot of people stole bases on me. I had I had a hell of an arm behind the plate. So you could like the next inning, if you fuck up and you strike out, but then you gun a guy at second, that at bat is gone. Like, oh, so you just caught a guy stealing.
Yeah,
like I would take that.
You go up and you strike out, man. You're just all by yourself.
You are, but
and
I just feel like
watches. And if you do it consistently, it starts to suck. I remember that for a couple years, man. I was doing it a lot. Yeah. I was going up and just, oh fuck, I cannot hit this goddamn ball. Man, I can play some defense all over the place, but I cannot hit this fucking ball.
When it came to like baseball or like playing old man softball now, I'll trade like a web gym type play over like a base hit.
Okay, so for another example, we'll go to the other side of life. From the young to the old. In college, it was probably my second or third week, and offense runs play. And I've seen the play already 3-4 times today. You know what I mean? Today in these scrimmages, and I see the play, and I read it right away, and I'm like, yeah, fuck this. I've seen it enough. I'm about to make my mark right now, right? And I just fly. I see the line step. And I see the backs come downhill. It's a run play. It's off tackle to the right. I'm playing on the left side, inside backer. So I'm running right underneath a guard, just off his butt. He pulls. I'm feeling great. I'm going to kick the shit out of this play right now. And I run right underneath the guard. Here's my moment. It's college football. I'm going to make the coaches happy. I'm going to get noticed. And I smacked this fucking kid. I mean, the running back takes the hand off, and I just blow him up, and it's my moment. And I pop up, and I'm looking at my coach, and he's looking at me like, you are a fucking idiot right now. And I don't understand, and I look down at the guy I just smoked, and he doesn't have the goddamn football. It's a zone block play, so the whole line stepped like they were zone blocking, but it's play action. And sure enough, I turn around, and right where I should have been, there's a guy running with the football up the field who ran a route right through my so it was really, that one will stick with me for the rest of my goddamn life too, because if I would have done my job correctly, I might have got a pick. You know what I mean?
Might have made a mark.
Might have actually made a
good mark.
But instead, I just I pissed in my own shoes.
So what's yours, Danny Boy?
Well,
Danny Boy,
I never really.
The wrestling stories are coming.
I guess I didn't really have much more than just losses.
I don't know why I
didn't really get beat so soundly.
That's why you get whooped.
My worst was I got on Eric's Little Heroes when I was a kid and playing Pop Warner Ball. You know Eric's Little Heroes on Como?
Yeah, I thought this was a good story.
It is, because I sucked. And that's all Eric's Little Heroes would do, was find the kid that was garbage.
Keep filming him.
Yeah, and then make him feel like he was some sort of star. Well, that's the thing, is like when it was happening, first thing, we didn't even know that they were going to show up at our game. We're playing like the Kirkland Steelers or some shit, like up in Kirkland. And all of a sudden they show up and there's some guy with the camera hanging out in the end zone, and they're like, hey, just see, it's the guys from the news are here. And everyone's trying to fucking show off and get a good play so you can get on the fucking news. And they come up and they start talking to me about like halfway through the game, and they're like, hey, so how long have you been playing for the team? And all this shit. How long have you been playing football? You like playing football? You think you're going to be a pro someday? All this shit, and all these interview questions. And I was trying to be like, I'm like Peyton Manning out there, like, well, it starts with the team, and I'm only as good as my guys around me, and I'm just really trying to fight out hard out here. And
show you like getting put on your butt.
But doing that and showing my interviews in between that. This kid's got a lot of fire, and that's basically it. Yeah, it's me. I was my second year playing, and my first year they had to sign a waiver because I was too small for the smallest weight class for football. Even though all my friends, not my same age, were playing, they were just like, okay, well, if your kid gets hurt, it's not our fault. We told you he's fucking like 15 pounds too light to fucking play football.
What grade is this? What are we talking? Like second grade?
Yeah. We don't even have like a helmet for you, but it's just bumblebee football. We don't even have a helmet. They didn't. I had to go buy a helmet because my head was fucking the wrong size, too small to play football. I was a small little kid. So I was a raised kid off fucking macaroni and failure. But that's what happens. So I go out there and I'm thinking I'm out there like winning the game. I'm out there like Lawrence Taylor, just blowing through gaps and taking people down. No, it's not what happens at all. They show every single bad play I ever made. I mean, I made like one good play that game, but they didn't show it. They showed every time. Because the thing is, his coach would always be like, "Okay, he's like half retarded. He's got so much fire and he wants to make the plays and he's got so much motor. He's never going to be tired or want to sit down. But God help us if we can tell him where to go or how to be effective. He has no fucking football aptitude at all." So they would just turn me loose. They're like, "Okay, well, I guess you're playing nose guard and you're going to play guard on O-line because at least you're going to pick somebody out and try to hurt somebody, and that's all I would ever do." So on O-line,
effective on the O-line in second grade.
O-line that worked, but D-line, I was basically just jumping. I would do shit where I would like dive under the center's legs and try to grab the snap as the exchange was going on.
If you could,
and once in a while I'd get that shit, but most of the time the center would be like, "What are you doing?" and just like push me down and sit on me. And I would just be getting trampled by everyone else and just running around like, "Okay, that sucks. Ow, ow." And that was all the highlights were me just fucking up.
Diving in the center's legs.
There was this one play where
you came up with another move.
it was like some sort of not designed cut back, but the running back cut it back against the grain. Like they ran a sweep and he went whoop and cut back, and then of course I was like, "Okay," and started running and got just completely cracked back, fucking just murdered by somebody.
In
like,
second grade?
Yeah, just fucking put on my ass. The kid was like, "Okay, cool."
Why are kids looking for the crackback in second grade?
Because they just saw my dumb ass going with my white helmet that's not painted like anyone else's, so I stick out like a fucking sore thumb.
Do you have any tape of that?
My dad's got so much tape of me being a fucking like he was the videographer for our every year.
I want to see this.
One of these days, I will bring a VCR in here. We'll plug it in the computer. We'll watch Dan's old fucking
Can you
football
plug
tapes.
a VCR into a computer?
We'll figure out a way.
I don't even know if those technologies coincide.
Oh, there's a way. If nothing else, we'll put it on DVD and
Fuck
put it
it,
in the
we'll plug it
computer.
into a wall.
We'll figure out a way. I'll put it on YouTube.
Project it on a screen.
That's really what I should do. Is just put it on DVD and put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Rock another piss.
Save it forever. So the worst sports fails. You've heard them all from everybody.
Yeah.
And since we're talking mostly football related, similar stories. There was a little baseball mixed in there, but mostly football was a common vein.
Well, because football is a sport that's why it makes it. That's why it helps raise boys into men, because it humiliates you in a special way where you know it's no one's fault but your own. If you're humiliated, like you can't you could get mad at a coach or another player for making you look bad, but you know at the end of the day you're just like, god damn it, I just fucking blew it.
Oh yeah,
I just fucked up.
Then everyone private piles you and gives you a soap party at the end of practice when you fucked up.
But that's well, shit. Maybe my experience was different than yours. Nobody was soap partying me. Like it was usually people. If you sucked, nobody really did anything. They just kind of looked at you like, oh well.
I'd miss a tackle, and then I'd all be sleeping in the barracks, and then they'd come up and they'd beat me with soap, and they'd go say, "Go to sleep, fat boy." It's just a fucking bad dream. But I had another topic here because they were talking about this on the since the Olympics are coming up in Rio this year.
Hey, we're all getting Zika.
And they're talking about this. Well, there's that.
Everybody.
Everyone's getting from.
Actually, it sounds like everybody's gonna get Zika because the fucking mosquitoes. So what I didn't understand though, I just saw a thing on CNN about this. So the mosquitoes only travel like 2 miles. So how does the virus keep traveling all fucking over the place? If the mosquitoes aren't like migrating and going up here,
well, it's the disease that didn't just show up this year. It's just been.
Or is it like people get Zika and then they travel and a mosquito bites them?
Well, but yeah,
they get
so it goes 2 miles. They 2 miles get bit.
So that's how it works.
They get bit again. That mosquito.
So the mosquito just flies up because that's what I was like. I was like, some mosquito's gonna fly from like Puerto Rico.
He just leapfrogs 2 miles at a time, one bite at a time.
Well, I didn't understand. I was confused.
He's like a drifter.
It's probably been a serious problem in South America, but nobody's given a shit until now that it's
in Puerto Rico, and it's reached the United States already.
Dear God, not the territories.
In a couple of cases, no, it's here already.
What about the Virgin Islands? Are they
it's
safe?
It's gonna get to the southern U.S. here real soon.
It's
all fucking over the place. You can't do anything about mosquitoes.
There's already 150 cases plus of pregnant chicks in the U.S. that got it.
150
plus. There's like 157 last I saw.
Really?
Of pregnant women.
Oh, I didn't see.
Not just cases of Zika, because that's really who is at risk is old people and the pregnant chicks.
If it just attacks the South, then so be it. You know.
Well,
okay.
Good riddance. Well, I hope they burn the General Lee while we're at it.
Well then.
Sons of bitches. Well, I was gonna say, since they're talking about Rio, there was someone was bringing this up, and I was thinking it'd be kind of a good topic for us to cover. They're talking about trying to make football more international as a sport and make it
They've been
Olympic worthy to be part of the Olympics, right? And they say the first step is they have to get over the hurdle between Canadian football and American football. They have to somehow find a common ground and mix those two together. And then once the continent is unified, then
Olympic football.
Then because you have to have a world sport, right?
It's just like hockey. They make the rinks bigger,
right?
With international play.
So is it going to be like Canadian style
You can
field?
use it.
Are we going to go?
Yeah, but
that's the question. What do we keep from each one, and what do we take, and how do we mix it?
You go bigger field. You take that 12th guy off.
13th.
12.
They have 13 players. I thought per side.
Because we have 11.
I thought they had 13. Was the thing.
We have 11. They don't have 2 extra guys. They have 1.
I thought they did.
What? Okay, but football was created here.
No, not true.
No?
The football as we know it was more engineered through Canadian football and then kind of appropriated here in the States. Like the passing offense, the innovations that we see as football are more
Forward pass
are
is
more of a
created
Canadian
here.
invention. Here.
I've looked. No,
Buddy, I did the research. The
I've
first
done the research.
the first game of American football
We
was
played
between
here
who?
with no forward pass.
The first game of American football was played between who?
Well, the first. I don't know the first.
Wasn't it
game.
Princeton?
It was like Harvard, and it was.
Princeton.
And it was
But either way, if
and it
you're
was a
talking about the
Canadian team.
forward pass, it was invented here in America. College football, I believe.
Oh, it was Rutgers and Princeton.
Yeah.
First college football game.
Actually, you know what? I will. If anybody can tell me, see this right here? I will do my damnedest to chug this. Don't turn this off. You can't be searching.
Don't cheat.
Fuck all. I'll chug this if anybody can tell me. Because I know. I only know because
But
The
go
inventor of the
ask
forward
question.
pass.
who was the first person to throw a forward pass in football history?
Oh, the first person.
And so this is going to put a little damper into your Canadian
Because I was wrong.
lore.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, I know you know that. Do you know his name?
No.
Was it?
It's a great name.
Was it Slingin' Sammy Baugh?
Oh, no, not even close.
Damn it.
I don't think you're going to get it because it's obscure.
Was it?
I'll tell you what
Debauchery
school he went
Jenkins?
to. He went to the University of St. Louis.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bradbury Robinson. Through the first record,
Bradbury Robbins.
He also wrote a bunch of children's horror novels.
through the first first recorded forward pass in football.
See, we're drunk on this isn't after dark, but
Drunk on liquor and power.
liquor.
We're
and-
sipping on lean.
No, I'd be asleep.
Bradbury Robinson.
The first legal game. And it fell incomplete. And it resulted in a turnover. If you threw a pass, it was a turnover.
What is this
By the rules. That's the guy.
Oh, that's
Oh, wait, no.
1906.
Eddie Cochums, father of the forward pass.
Whoa,
Most
what?
sources credit Bradbury Robinson, but on September 5th,
So one guy in 1906 threw a forward pass, and then
I'm
nobody-
throwing it there like it's illegal.
yeah, well back then it was.
it was Eddie Cochums.
Well, okay.
He invented it and taught this kid.
Oh shit! I was always told it was Bradbury Robinson.
He threw the first forward pass.
I'm almost ready to wrap this thing.
It's probably that time.
And now
We're fading.
the time has come.
So now the end is near, and so I take the final curtain. You cunt! I'm not a queer.
Well,
I
folks,
spread my kiss.
it's that fucking special time.
It
It was fucking fun.
A life that's full from each and every highway, and now much more than mills, I did it my way.
I did it my way.
That was Sid Vicious's first single. My Way. He didn't write it, he ripped it off.
That was the first time tonight everyone wanted Chris Horst to shut up.
Don't drop my whole name, Matthew Sagasser.
Well, whatever.
Sagasser.
Oh,
Yeah, I suppose we should do that. Either way.
you have the name of a fucking action star and the eyebrows of a juice man.
So pretty much I'm set up to whoop a butt or two.
He's got all the protein from all those rinds of fruits that you never eat.
You guys need to chill out. I'm gonna whip some butts.
Whip some butts.
Well, what did we learn tonight? We
Beat
learned
you with a sack of Lindsay
that
oranges.
we all think the Mariners are going to be in first place at the All-Star break.
Yes.
We learned that
The Cavaliers will
nothing
win the
about
NBA Finals.
the CFL NFL mix. We'll come back to that next week. We'll tease that. Hey, if you guys got any ideas at home, fans at home, if you have
Shardies needs
ideas
to bring
for
them
how
up.
we're going to bridge the gap between the Canadians and the Americans in football, send them in.
Bomb Canada.
We learned about our cheap booze.
No,
we learned that
do
there's going to
not,
be
don't do that.
there's going to be
Don't do
IPA
that. It's
Boilermakers
gonna-
for whoever loses this
Oh, that's
NBA
gonna
bet.
suck, man.
And the Malloy earned 8 3/4. So not too bad of a fucking drink.
Solid.
Once again, if you like anything
Malloys.
you saw here tonight, give us a subscription, give us a like, tell your friends, tell your moms, tell your friends' moms. We'll be here every Friday at 10, as we always are. For Coach Chris and Coach Matt, I'm Dan.
We'll keep your grandmas wet.
Moist.
Moistened.